I come to make an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog's a bitch ass motherfucker. He pissed on my fucking wife. That's right. He took his hedgehog fucking Quilly dick out and he pissed on my fucking wife. And he said his dick was this big. And I said that's disgusting. So I'm making a call out post on my Twitter.com. Shadow the Hedgehog, you got a small dick. It's the size of this walnut except way smaller. And guess what? Here's what my dong looks like. That's
Let's get him! This sucks! Oh, yeah, come get some, you freaking wuss!
Engineers of blooded spy!
Hey, this smells good here,
Hunter said that, and I say he knows a little more about fighting than you do, pal.
And nothing like the man who's inside this building.
What are you, president of his fan club?
That would be your mother. I see the briefcase is empty. Did anyone come to kill them? I have a problem. Tell me if you wanted to kill them, I assure you they will not like me. Nothing like the man who's inside this.
He's the Red Spy.
Happen to kill a red spy on the way here? If you manage to kill them, I assure you they will know. Nothing like the man who invited me before the president of Japan. So, that would be your mother. If you manage to kill them, I assure you they will know. Nothing like the man who invited me before the president of Japan. So, that would be your mother.
Mission begins in 3, 2, 1, fight.
Good. Oh, that's pretty loud. Hold on. We'll try it there. Good afternoon, boys, girls, and MBs of all shapes, sizes, colors, and orientations. Welcome to the only Alec Gunter stream. My name is Alec Gunter. Welcome in. Let me see my webcam. I gotta zoom in a little bit. And move it that way. I tried to turn it off for a while to see if that would help the breaking, but I don't know. Like, it just... I did buy a used camera, so that's probably why it's doing that. It is what it is. Invincible wallpaper? Oh, yeah. Wait, how did you see that? Oh, right, because of how my camera was facing. Yeah, it's, hold on, if I do monitor... Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool, I guess. But yeah, welcome in, everybody. I think my mic's still kind of loud. Hold on. All right, let me try that. I think that's better. Yeah, just let me know how everything is. It's still a little scuffed because, like, I've been neglecting it, but, you know, it's whatever. I've been getting into shenanigans lately, man. I've been learning some things, like how to crochet. For those who didn't see my, here, I'll pull it up real quick. You hacked my computer. Oh, yeah, huh. That would explain it. Yeah, so check this out. I got a, I made my own hat. Well, it's actually Katie's. I gave it to her for her birthday. It's Cortazone's hat from One Piece. And I maked it. I maked this. It's pretty cool, right? Made, here. Made some other stuff. I made a, what is it called? It's just a circle, but it's like a, what is it called? The thing you put a drink on? A coaster. And then I'm in the process of making a drawstring pouch. So this, when it's done, will be a drawstring pouch. And I think that's personally pretty cool, personally. But that's just me. So I know it says in the title that I'm going to be doing reacts, but like, I'll be honest, I don't have any lined up. I want to do them, but I don't have any lined up. Shinigami Eyes, I've heard of it. I forget what it does. I remember hearing about it, but I forget what it does. Let me see what's in content suggestions. Ooh, here, this could be good. This guy's only got 1.68k subscribers. Do I really want to react to this? Fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball. Shows who is transphobic and who's an ally. Ah, there we go. So, I'm an ally, right? On Shinigami Eyes? Is there like a list? I don't know if there's a list. You're marked as an ally? Let's go. Let's go. I'm curious what Destiny's marked as. Maybe that'd be a fun thing to go through. I think Destiny is overall an ally, to be honest. I think that Destiny is pretty good on most trans issues, but there are a couple that he's just... What's up?
Oh, nothing. Having something.
Okay. Basically, Mark's username's green for ally and red dummy. Did you call me a dummy? Or do you mean red for dummy? By the way, I didn't say hi to everybody. Thank you for being here, everybody. Spammy, Your God Is Mean, Roman Omen. Go follow Roman Omen on YouTube. He's chatting right now. I don't know if he's uploading yet. He told me to turn it up, but the music was quiet on purpose. Man, he's not uploading yet. That's okay. Red for Dummy, you want me to link it? I had it up. I don't really want to install it right now, but perhaps I will at some point. Looking good, thank you. I'm trying to take care of my appearance a little bit more. I'm going back to the gym again, although I only went once this week. I did print out a workout. It's one of Jeff Nippert's guides, a workout guide, because otherwise I just don't do it. That's actually how I got so in shape the first couple times I should say, is I just print out workout guides and then just go do it. It's really not rocket science, guys. It can be if you want. Like, once you start getting really ripped, you can, like, focus in on certain muscles and then certain fibers of certain muscles, and, you know, it gets real crazy, but I don't do all that shit. You don't need it. You don't need it. Not unless you're a bodybuilder. Pretty easy. Okay, but I don't know. I don't want to. Maybe we'll go through like. I'll look into it. I'll look into it. I don't want to install like extensions on stream and like. I don't know. Not right now. Nice to see you back. Thank you, Nick Rouse. I was back last week as well. A lot of people don't know that I streamed last week because my videos are far more popular than my streams and I haven't been uploading. I do want to upload again. I miss it, okay? I do miss it. I had a lot of self-doubt that I talked about. I had a lot of depression going on that I talked about, but I'm, you know, medicated again, and I'm doing a lot better. Quite addicting to look over who you follow on Twitter get shocked by who's actually turd. Yeah, I just prefer talking to people, I guess. You know, like I just listen. the I guess kind of what I'm trying to do these days is be a little bit less combative, and I know that like it's going to be necessary in a lot of cases, but I'd rather just be chill and laid back. And then talk about like, you know, like just answer questions and give, you know, and ask questions that are relevant to a topic, even if we don't agree. You know, like I'm not trying to be center standy. There are obviously bad actors out there, and I don't want to treat them with like any undue respect. But do you guys get what I'm trying to say? I feel like I'm being clear. Like it's a fine line to toe, but. Or to walk, I should say. Towing a line's different. Sorry, I feel like I'm a little bit out of it right now. I thought I was ready to start streaming, and alas, I was not. I think once my afternoon Adderall kicks in, I'll be okay. Blinsky your way through it. I typically always start off as sincere and curious on the rationale. Yeah, I was watching, I don't even know if I'm allowed to play that song. Am I still monetized? Fuck yes, I'm still monetized. I was watching Jake. Jake, the corn guy. Here, hold on. What's his name again? Actual Jake. Oh yeah, it was. I didn't finish the debate, but I was watching this one, and my God, he like tears into this guy from the very beginning. And I'm not saying the guy doesn't deserve it, but like just watch, he just rails him rhetorically.
Oh, there we go.
You did it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we've been in a panel together. I remember you.
Oh, we have? What was the
Yeah, I
panel
knew
on?
you were a nerd. That's right.
That's right. Do you
I
remember
guess
what the
since they
panel
already
was
have a
on?
history, it's fine. Oh,
It
yeah,
was
I
like the
forgot I needed to set
last
up.
Dylan Burns thing.
Maybe not. I know that's one.
Better habits.
That must have been when my kid was born, around about.
I wasn't keeping tabs.
Man's got a whole ass
so,
child. Oh no.
You have not told me. There was a guy in here that said he didn't want to give political labels or whatever. What is your political position? Like, how would you describe yourself?
I usually describe myself as a reactionary or a right winger.
Why do you consider reactionary like a reasonable?
Destiny isn't marked as an ally or transphobe. Gotcha. Well, I'm beating him in that department.
Like position.
Here, let me skip a little bit ahead. But look at just from the, just off the bat.
Get people like the have you ever studied selectorate theory, or any of these other authors like Mosca and Pareto? And you can bear this out in surveys too. You can,
dude. Okay, look.
So you can look at surveys.
Yeah,
and you can
yeah. Hold on. I want to ask you a question.
Popular opinion.
I want to ask you a question. So do you think it is compelling to people to like list authors and just like
Okay, well,
Like, should I be
whatever.
like, oh well, you know,
He's not
you know,
wrong,
maybe
but
France
my
better.
God, he's just relentless.
Okay,
Hello, Queen
so
Laura.
maybe we
Welcome.
should just get on to the topic that we wanted to discuss originally, which was the decline of community.
Sure. What does the decline of community mean?
Anyway, you get the idea. You can watch the rest of this debate on his channel if you want. I enjoyed it, but I did feel like he was being very combative from like right off the bat. Not that he did not deserve it. I still think that what's funny is I think Jake was too aggressive, but I think that other dude was way too weak. Like he kept letting Jake interrupt him and talk over him and ask him more questions that he would then have to answer. Like he let Jake dominate that conversation. And I'm not saying it like, again, I'm not saying Jake did not pull his own weight. He did a great job, but my God, he was very aggressive. And I'm trying to like not do as much of that. Unless you have proven that you deserve it, like that one guy who thought that, you know what, was okay against concubines. For those who remember that. I literally listened to this Jake vid yesterday, same here. At work laying bricks. For some reason I read that as pooping. Laying bricks. And now I realize you actually mean you're literally doing the thing. And that is not an innuendo. Yeah, this debate was crazy. I had to stop listening because it was just too much for my liberal sensitivities. I wish my camera would quit cutting like that. I might as well just go back to my Logitech. Like it's tearing. It's really annoying. I actually do remember that video. It's hard not to remember it once you've seen it. Some of my finest work right there. Sorry, my arms don't look too good these days. I have a bad habit. Bricklaying is an ancient and honored profession. I see. I don't know if you mean in laying bricks or pooping. Both, I guess. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna jump right into the react. I've got a react here from a guy who's got less than 2,000 subscribers. I'm gonna be as honest and as nice as possible. You know what? I'm gonna record it so we can edit it and upload it. It's time. It's time to get back to it. Back to our roots. Well, I guess technically, if you want to be technical about it, my root is actually not uploading and recording videos. I used to exclusively stream. If you can get a job shitting, oh baby, there are some industries. Trust me. Fix the lights. There we go. That's a little better. Big news. What's the big news? Big News Morgan is here with the big news. Bricklaying pick in general Discord. Ah. By the way, you can drop those in stream discussion if you don't want to confuse people. Stream general, I should say. Like, I don't personally care, but you're just going to confuse people with that. Your new rig? Let's go. Queen Laura's going to be streaming. Boys, girls, and MBs. Let's go. If you drop your link, Queen Laura, I'll show. All right. Also, we'll shield the fundraiser too. I read your message after I stopped last stream. Sorry. Okay, let's just jump right into it. All right, I haven't done a video intro in like a long time because I've been on hiatus. Hiatus? Something. So I'm not gonna be that good at it right now, but that being said, let's just jump right into this video. This is something that somebody sent in the Discord server for video recommendations. The guy's got 1.68k subscribers. You guys know my policy. Don't go after anybody, especially people who are smaller, but nobody really. You know, just don't do it. It's not good. But this got a lot of views, more than most of my videos get. So I feel like it's worthy of going over. It's called Trans Guy Reacts to Brain Rot Woke TikToks. This is a very popular form of entertainment these days. You know, just go over TikToks and say, oh, well, that's woke, yeah, that's cringe, and all the liberals are doing that one, right? So let's just see what's going on. Oh, hold on. Way too quiet.
Perfect world, we'd hold off assigning kids a gender until they're old enough to tell us themselves.
But you can never change your biological sex. That's...
Hold on. It's still too quiet. Hold on.
Perfect world, we'd hold off assigning kids a gender until they're old enough to tell us themselves.
But you can never change your biological
I agree with that statement, by the way.
sex. That's...
Okay, but that's not what that person said. That person said a gender, not sex.
Fallacy.
Some of you look like you're
No, that's not a fallacy. I see. I'm already pissed. I shouldn't have done this.
pronouns are hurt me daddy.
Very quiet.
I gotta find my inner nice guy. Okay.
Hold on.
But you can never change your biological sex. That's a fallacy.
Some of you look like your pronouns are hurt me daddy.
I gotta find my inner
Probably. Yeah, no, that's true. She's
nice
right.
guy. Okay. He's in there somewhere, hiding.
Imagine being that self-hating. I'm gonna hold off on the self-hating comments, but
hide from the idiot.
Not gonna say you're wrong.
Hello, Internet. Welcome
Hello.
to my YouTube
I'm
channel.
Internet.
If you're new here, thank you so much for joining me. If you're not new, thank you for
Oh yeah, hold on. I'm gonna put on my headphones too. My handy dandy headphones, so I can hear all the better to hear, my dear. Okay, that'll be better. Sorry, my chair keeps slipping down. I need a new one. Whatever. Fuck it, we ball.
coming back and enjoy.
No, it's not working. Why isn't it working?
Enjoying more content.
Son of a... Don't do this to me now.
Really appreciate it. With all that being said, I thought I'd...
Son of a bitch. I know you guys can hear it, but I can't. My headphones aren't working. Well, this sucks.
I'd go with a fan favorite for today.
Great.
His video.
Fuck it. I'm not dealing with this. We're having a great first segment back.
Enjoying more content. I really appreciate it. With all that being said, I thought I'd go with a fan favorite for today's video.
Of course.
And by that, I mean a TikTok reaction video. Yes,
Also,
it
bisexual lighting. Nice.
chips away at my soul.
I kind of
But you
ditched
guys
that.
seem to really like it. Why would I not give the people what they want? That being said, let's just jump right into it.
Fair enough.
This pink circle represents everyone in the world who was born with the body parts that I was born with. You know, like one of these. And this blue circle represents everyone in the world who identifies as a man. Now, when you make a Venn diagram from these circles, they overlap, but not entirely. This is because the parts you're born with don't actually determine your gender. They only suggest what your gender is most likely going to be. It works a lot like...
And I want to delve into that a little bit more as well, because this confuses a lot of people, because people still interchange gender with sex. And so I just want to say they're completely separate concepts. And if you understand gender as a human constructed concept on the basis of biological sex, it makes more sense. So it correlates to biological sex out of an artificial construct, right? Like out of something that we did. You know, we applied that to biological sex, right? So it would follow since we applied that, most people are going to conform to that. You know what I mean? But sometimes you're wrong. You know, sometimes the doctor is wrong, as they say. Now, is that the best way to put it to people? I don't personally think so. I just think that, you know, telling people that your understanding of gender can change as you grow up is better. But that's just me.
Like attraction between men and women. Most men are
Sorry, my chair
attracted
keeps
to
slipping
women.
down.
Most men. But some men are attracted to other men. With the same kind of thinking,
How's the
people
audio,
who
by
are
the way?
born
Let me
with
know if
the
it's
body
good.
parts that I was born with are usually men. They're most likely going to be men, but not always. Sometimes they're women. The problem here is that when
Thank you,
babies
Ghost
are
of
born,
Avalon.
we assign them a gender based on their body parts, and that's really just an educated guess. In a perfect world, we'd
Lighting gives such a calming atmosphere to a room. I agree. It's just that when I'm, especially over the summer, when I'm streaming during the day and I have the wind, like the back door right here, it's hard to get that lighting. I would have to like, what I could do if you guys really wanted, if you would prefer, is I could pull down the green screen that I have. But I'd have to like, actually it's not bad. I would just have to center it. But I don't do that because people say that they like my room. So. Also, I forgot to change the chat back, but I kind of like it there. I think I'm going to keep it.
hold off assigning kids a gender until they're old enough to tell us themselves. That way, no one has to pretend to be someone they're not.
Ideally, yes, that would be...
First and foremost, bestie.
There's nothing wrong with having people be non-binary until a certain age.
I recommend chewing with your mouth closed, as that's...
Okay, you don't gotta be like... I don't know, it's just smarmy.
The ladylike thing to do.
Oh, okay, fuck this guy, never mind.
Anywho, jumping into what he actually said, it's pure nonsense. He's literally sitting here telling you, first of all, what
How's it
you
nonsense?
already know. The majority of men are straight, and only a few of them are gay. The majority of men identify with that and call themselves men.
Yes.
There are some who are transsexual women who have gender dysphoria and actually medically, physically, in any way, shape, or form possible, transition, right? And
Yes.
then you have guys like Lily here, who very obviously do not have dysphoria and...
But she's not a guy, dude. Like, you're a guy, she's not. Why do you do this to not just her, but yourself? Like, this is... It's so confusing to me, because you're just playing yourself.
Run
Like, are you
around
not a guy? Are you a
talking
chick?
to kids on the internet about how he's had his cake pops removed, but still waiting for, oh gosh, what did he call it? Like, I can't even remember the crazy...
Does she talk to children about stuff? About, like, genital removal? Is that a thing that she does? Because if it is, then that's bad. I don't like that. But, like, I don't think she does that.
Weirdo stuff this guy is referring to his genitalia as, but it's very obviously, like, specifically targeted at kids the way he's talking. Another point that this dude made was, well...
Wait. But, okay, if you're going to teach kids, right, that boys have a penis and girls have a vagina, which is something that we do teach kids, make no mistake, I think it's fine also to teach them that not all boys are, like you can be a boy without being biologically male. I think it's fine to teach them that. I think that's fine. You don't have to talk about the genital removal. You don't have to talk about, like, the surgical part of that. All you have to do is say, yeah, you can identify as the gender that you were not assigned at birth. Okay? I hate trans infighting. It's not really trans infighting, it's just grifters. Her TikToks would get taken down immediately if she used the real words. Yeah, like, actually. That's a good point too. Like, this is not necessarily aimed at kids. Because you can't use the real words.
Oh. Some are men, and some of those men are actually women. No, they're not. They're all men. And those who are transsexual...
Then you're just calling yourself a woman. I just don't understand this. Like, you're calling yourself a woman. You're not a woman, dude. You're a dude. Okay? Stop debasing yourself.
Homosexuals actually know that they're biologically men, and that there's nothing they can do to change the fact that they are biologically male. Now they can present.
That's not even true either. You can take hormones and you can get surgery. Okay? If you need it. Some people don't even want the surgery, by the way.
Femininely and present as a woman and be called a woman in public, absolutely. But you can never change your biological sex. That's a fallacy.
Which, by the way, I don't even think that, like, she said anything about that. Did she? We're at 342. Let's take a look. We'll go over what she said one more time.
Represents everyone in the world who
I don't think she said
identifies
anything
as
about
a
biological
man.
sex.
Now, when you make a Venn diagram from these
Or
circles,
changing
they
it, I mean.
overlap, but not entirely. This is because the parts you're born with don't actually determine your gender. They only suggest what your gender is most likely going to be. It works a lot like attraction between men and women. Most men are attracted to women, most men. But some men are attracted to other men. With the same kind of thinking, people who are born with the body parts that I was born with are usually men. They're most likely going to be men, but not always. Sometimes they're women. The problem here is that when babies are born, we assign them a gender based on their body parts, and that's really just an educated guess. In a perfect world, we'd hold off assigning kids a gender until they're old enough to tell us themselves. That way, no one has to pretend to be someone they're not.
She didn't say anything about like changing your biological sex. That's just something that this guy inserted.
But you can never change your biological sex. That's a fallacy. So for this guy
Which
to get
that's
up
not
on
true,
the
by the way. You
internet
can
and just blatantly say,
Hell, I did. Okay, most of my audience will know that I was on testosterone replacement therapy, TRT. All right. Now, did I change going from female to male? No, I'm not a trans male, but I did change elements of it. Like if you go back and look at my oldest videos, right? Not the gamer videos. Don't touch those, please. Please stay away from those. But if you go back and watch my old political videos, the oldest ones, you can tell that my voice was higher, and I just that's the main difference really, is my voice was higher, but my hairline was probably better too if I had to guess. But I just wasn't as I didn't grow a beard as well, I'll tell you that. You know? So I increased my testosterone and thus changed my sex a little bit. You know, it's not that hard. She's shadowboxing a bunch of people online and otherwise who do say sex can change. Wait, she? Do you mean this guy? Let's not refer to him as she, her, even if he does not provide us that courtesy.
yeah, men can be women. That's not how that works, babe. And responding
No, that's not what she
to
said.
Another one of his points that he thought he
This
made
is all
here.
the same garbage all the time.
We should not let kids choose their gender. What? What part of that even makes sense? It's these weirdos on the internet who are so.
It makes perfect sense. If you could, you did that, by the way. You did that. Like, you transitioned from girl to boy. You chose your gender. And by the way, everybody chooses their gender. It's just that some people don't even sit down to think about it. Most people don't. You just choose every day to continue living as you have been. That's choosing your gender. You can choose a different gender any day you want.
Desperate to push it on kids and everyone else and force everyone else to identify with them so that they don't have.
I want to clarify, by the way, that doesn't mean you can choose your gender preference. Okay? You just because you prefer, like, just because you're choosing a different gender doesn't necessarily mean you prefer that gender. Like, I could choose to identify as a woman. That doesn't necessarily mean that I prefer identifying as a woman. Does that make sense? Like, I can choose to eat pizza one day even if I would prefer a hot dog. Does that make sense? I hopefully I'm making sense.
To feel like the odd one out, and yet at the same time want to be a minority. These people just don't make sense. And responding to
they're the ones
one
who don't make
final
sense.
point here that he made, your gender
Yeah,
isn't
choosing gender
assigned
presentation. Thank you.
to you at birth. It's what you are for your entire life. Actually, it's your biological sex. Your
Why would you play yourself like that, though, man? Like, you are a trans dude. Why? I just don't get it. I'm just confused. You know?
biological gender, same thing. By the way, there's a
No,
bunch
they're
of people
not.
who are going to get super mad
What's
at
a
me in the comments
biological
for
gender?
that. But none of you are transsexuals, so I don't care. On to video 2.
Well, he got one thing right. I'm not transsexual, but like, here, why did he say that? A bunch of people are gonna get super mad at me.
Comments for that, but none of you are transsexuals, so I don't care.
Okay, well, why should we care about your opinions then? Like, okay, so it's different if like a trans person, like, should I recruit a trans person to come and argue you? Because like, that point never made sense to me either. It's like, well, just like a black person saying something racist against black people, and then they're like, well, you're white, so your opinion on this doesn't matter, right? Even though what I said is objectively correct against that black person. Like, you guys get my point? I feel like I'm doing my best here. I'm gonna pause for a second and check in with you guys. I know that like this is not my best react segment, but please bear with me. I'm doing my best. It's the first one back in a while. This dude thinks conservatives will accept him. Yeah, of course he does. He said you don't count as trans if you disagree with him. Oh, okay, I missed that part. Yeah, that's really weird, actually. What? What? So he's the arbiter of trans people. That's fun.
On to video 2.
Hey, stop. Hey, hold on. Hey!
So we're just openly fetishizing.
Wait, what did it say? When being trans stops being hot and seggy and starts being dysphoric and misgendering. What? So it's good when it stops being hot. Huh? Wait, hold on. I feel like I'm doing 4-dimensional calculus in my head. I don't know what that means. I'm glad I'm not alone. If gender's your biological sex, then by his standards, this trans guy isn't really a guy, which he still is, but I'm going based on his logic. That's what I'm saying. Like, we literally, here's the thing that I said that got some people a little bit upset, I think, but it's true. Like, we respect people like this more than they respect themselves. Okay? And I'm not saying that to make fun of them, even. I'm just laying out the facts here. I respect his gender identity more than he himself respects his own gender identity, and that's pretty sad. You know? Like, honestly, I feel bad for him. I feel a little bad for him. I think that what he's doing is shit, but it's coming from a place of apparently, like, not even accepting himself. Which sucks, you know? Like, that's pitiable, man. It's very pitiable. Hey! I'm sorry your life sucks that bad.
So we're just openly fetishizing the idea of being a transsexual now, right? That's what you're telling me with that video. You were...
Well, I don't even know what that video was about. It was cringe, sure, but I don't even know what it was about.
Romanticizing the idea of being the opposite sex, even though you didn't have dysphoria. And now that you've transitioned to something you're not, now suddenly you have dysphoria because, oh, shocker, you're actually a woman. Next.
It's called being cis.
This is your daily reminder.
Like if you're cis and you try to transition, then you're basically giving yourself dysphoria. Yes, I agree with that. He wants you to respect him, but not respect others, which is a bit hypocritical. Hey, Alec, nice being here. Gotta go. Okay, thanks for being here, Dr. Bober. Appreciate you. Bro thinks he's a telepath. Yeah, I really don't know what that TikTok was about. I messed that up. It's fine, Nick Rouse. I tried to assume the best of people, so I don't think you did it on purpose.
That if you're cishet, my pronouns are he, him. And if you're not cishet, my pronouns are he, they, or whatever you think would be like sexy on me.
Okay, listen. At this point, I'm not going to be around you. Okay, I'm serious. Like, I'm not doing it. Like, you can't. Like, you can do this if you want. You're not hurting anybody, but also it's just like a personality quirk that I don't vibe with. So I'm just not going to be your friend, and I'm not going to want to be around you because it's going to be annoying. You know? And I think it's fine to just leave it at that. You don't have to be a transphobic piece of shit to recognize that. You know what I mean? That's all. Just you be normal about your pronouns. Just have a set of pronouns that you go by, and that's it.
And no, I will not be taking criticism because it's my gender or lack thereof.
Some chasers will misgender you while fetishizing you at the same time. Let me go back and listen to it one more time.
This is your daily reminder that if you're cishet, my pronouns are he, him. And if you're not cishet, my pronouns are he, they, or whatever you think would be like sexy on me.
Okay, sorry. I misunderstood what was going on here. I jumped to conclusions. No, the one before this, what? Some chasers will misgender you off it. Oh. Oh, that's what this one was. Hold on. Why can't I find it? It was so short. Here, no.
Like, I obviously can, but you can never on the internet one of his internet who wanted biological sex, so I don't one of his points.
Wait, I can't find it.
Hey, hold on.
When being trans stops being hot and saggy and starts being dysphoric and misgendering. Oh, so this person is talking about chasers. Okay, that makes more sense. But like, this is tongue-in-cheek then, right? This is a completely, like, I misunderstood it too. No offense to this guy, but at least I admitted it. This guy doesn't even understand what's happening. Let's keep going.
And if you're not cishet, my pronouns are he, they, or whatever you think would be like sexy on me. And no, I will not be taking criticism because it's my gender or lack there.
Okay, I think that's, I mean, the person's not like a political commentator or anything like that. Like, I don't care that much. The point he's making, by the way, is that, like, if you're cishet, then there's to being as charitable as possible. If you were going to be as uncharitable as possible, you can go with what I first said, which is that this person is giving you different pronoun preferences based on your own identity as cis or trans, right? And being completely unironically serious about it, right? That's the worst interpretation of this. The best one that you can get, which could be true, I'm not saying it's not, but the best interpretation of this, like the most charitable one, is that this person is recognizing that a cis person is way more likely to, just say they, right? Instead of he, him, because it makes them uncomfortable that like, oh, you were born female, but you identify as male now, and I just split the middle. I'll just split the middle, even though you identify as masculine, I'll just split the middle. Like, that's the best interpretation that I can think of. Which I can understand that. I don't really give a shit that much, so we'll see what this guy's problem is.
Whoa, buddy. I'm gonna need you to immediately slow your roll. Because the minute you opened your mouth, the minute I saw your face, I clocked you as a she, her.
Those are different things.
Her, actually. You refuse to get help.
Wait, what?
Remember the fact that pronouns are not a choice. Okay? Pronouns are just what you look like,
Yes,
what you
they
sound
are.
like, what everybody sees you as.
Okay, so when you go out in public and you see a 70-year-old grandma who has aged to the point where you can't really tell that it's a grandma at first glance, right? And you assume that it's a sir, all right? And then she says, well, actually, I'm a woman. What are you going to do? Okay? Are you going to correct yourself like a normal person and say, oh, I'm so sorry, my apologies, ma'am, right? Or are you going to say, well, sniffs nose, wipes Cheeto dust off. Actually, I clocked you as a man, so therefore you are a man. You don't get to pick your pronouns, ma'am, quote unquote. Like, no, nobody does that. What's up, Lady Nova? I did announce it this time, Lady Nova. You're just late.
You can try to force people to call you he, they, it, whatever you think is sexy on yourself.
This is so abnormal.
All you want. But the reality is people see you as a woman because that's what you are. And you are making no effort whatsoever to change that.
But again, you're just playing yourself, man. It's ridiculous.
Which is how I know you are not a transsexual. Thank you, next. It's...
Hold on, what was this one? Sorry, I just forget sometimes. I'm just so used to she. Okay, hot take on this one. If you look like this person, people are going to identify you as she, her, okay? There's no getting around that. Now, once you learn that this person's pronouns are not she, her, let's say that they're he, him, right? This is a he, him person. or they, them. We'll say they, them, just to be neutral. Let's say their pronouns are they, them, right? Once you correct somebody, they might still make the mistake, okay? And unfortunately, in our current society, it's not your fault that they make that mistake, but they do, right? And as long as they're doing their best to correct that, you know, I personally think it'd be good to accommodate that and say, yeah, that's fine. I understand you're getting used to it, whatever. That's just me. Now, you don't have to do that. It's your right to just walk away and say, I don't have time for your bullshit, and just go hang out with a bunch of trans people instead who will more than likely respect your not only respect your pronouns, but be able to consistently use the correct ones, right? That's totally within your right. I just think that you're kind of limiting yourself if you do that. That's just my 2 cents. You know what I mean? It's just the world we live in. Like, if you look like this, you're going to get clocked as she, her. Unfortunately.
It's so, honestly, like, sad and ironic at the same time that these young girls don't see what's wrong with this. You're not being misgendered because you look like a she. People can't misgender.
But you get to pick your pronouns. I could decide right now that I want my pronouns to be they, them. And from that point on, anybody who calls me he, him is misgendering me. Okay? Now, I don't personally give a shit what pronouns people use for me. I never cared. All right? If you want to use, I'll take a real instance of what happened to Katie when she was at work, okay? Katie is non-binary. She goes by she, her, and they, them. And somebody at work decided that they were going to, it was not a coworker, it was a kid. She's a teacher. A kid decided that he was going to misgender her, not out of like a transphobic place, just to be a little douchebag. And so they called her sir, right? I think sir, right? Yes, sir, right? And then Katie just kind of looks at them and shrugs, like she did not care at all. Some people just don't care that much, you know? Where was I going with this? I forget. Is bro fully unaware that he just looks like a butch lesbian? Listen, I'm a cis scum, okay? I'm gonna let Queen Laura speak to that. I no comment.
Gender you if that's what you look like, sweetie. You refuse to transition or change in any way because you know that's what you are. Yet you still demand the respect, which we all know is really just
everyone demands respect
and control for you. Like I'm really not.
Once again, I go back to the 70-year-old grandma that you think was a sir. Okay, I've done that. Okay, I'm sure many people in my audience have done that. I'm sure that he might have done that at some point, mistaken somebody who is cis as the opposite gender that they actually identify with. It happens. Shit happens, okay? That doesn't make you a bad person. Just correct yourself. It's really not that hard. It's not that hard. He looks like he just got out of softball practice. He kind of does. He kind of do, though. Like, this drip is crazy. This baseball fucking drip.
Okay with this anymore, and I'm going to stop being so nice about it, to be completely honest with you. This particular person looks underage, and I am not about attacking children. As a matter of fact, I'm not about attacking anybody, but I am going to call things
but you
like
have.
This. You are not.
Okay, but you did, dude. But you did. And I'm attacking you in many ways. Just so you know, I'm not above attacking people, but you did attack people. All right? So you can say that you're not about attacking anybody, but you did. And for the record, I am about attacking people who are being transphobic pieces of shit, okay? Just saying.
Trans, you have something else going on. And I sincerely, truly want you to get the help that you deserve.
Stop. I hate this. I hate this so much. Why? Every single time. Every time they do this shit. They do this shtick where they're like, oh, I care for you. This is coming from a place of concern from me to you. I'm helping you. It's like, shut the fuck up. No, you're not. No, you're not. You are helping yourself in the algorithm. Look at the views that this has compared to your subscriber count. You knew exactly what you were doing, making this shit, okay, pumping this dog shit out and throwing it up onto the internet. You knew what you were doing. Okay? So no, you don't give a shit about them. You don't. So stop pretending you do. And I frankly don't give that much of a shit about you, except for the fact that you're being a transphobic piece of shit on YouTube. And a grifter. Okay? I really don't give that much of a shit about you. I don't, and I'm not gonna pretend to. I don't need you to get help. I need you to take down your content. You suck ass.
You deserve to live a happy, fulfilled life.
Just be
But
off the
pretending to
internet.
be
Go.
something you're not
Leave.
is not going to give you
Reconsider
that.
your life.
As a matter of fact, it's going to hurt you a lot more in the long run. So please get off of social media for a little bit. Distance yourself from the people who are telling you that you are 100% trans and encouraging you to just live this way. Distance yourself from those people. Those people aren't your friends. They're
I'm sure so much encouragement is coming into these people's lives, right? To live as a trans person. I'm sure that happens. It's certainly not the opposite. Something that you wouldn't know anything about, right? Because you're not trans, right? Oh, wait, you are trans. You know all of this. You know this. You know this. Why are you acting like you don't?
lying to you. They're blatantly lying to you. That's not a real friend. A friend is someone
Who the
who's
fuck
brutally
would wanna
honest
be his
with you
friend?
no matter what because they love you.
Here's the kicker. Right-wingers don't want to be your friend because you're trans. Left-wingers don't want to be your friends because you're transphobic. Who the fuck wants to be your friend? Huh? Real question. Where are your friends at? Like, let's be real here.
That's what I'm doing. I love you, so I'm going to tell you that you need a different kind of help.
No, you don't love... Okay, yeah, fuck you, dude. Just fuck you. Someone mentioned about not being a boy or a girl, but being a failed version of both, and that statement consumes my waking days. Well, that just means that you're neither, right? That just means you're neither. It just means you're non-binary. That's fine. You didn't fail at being a boy or a girl. There's no such thing as failing at that, because being a boy or girl is just about identifying as that. But, you know, if people are calling you a failed boy and girl, then just be non-binary. Fuck it. Okay? Just feed into it. Take away their ammunition. You know what I mean? Fuck it.
So,
Also, this is a beautiful person, I must say. I very much dig this person's look. Very much. It's a very good look. A little jealous.
So, to me personally, it really seems like this young woman is struggling with the fact
How can
that...
you know? Wait. I was literally going to say, and then I stopped. Not for any particular reason. It came to my mind that I have no idea. No idea. Was this person born male or female? You know? Oh wait, it's because of the tag, isn't it? The handle, Eastern Library Boy. Yeah. Okay. Could still be cis, by the way, and just identify as like a demi boy.
So, to me personally, it really seems
But I
like
couldn't
this
tell.
this young
Look like a
woman
gamer.
is struggling with the fact that
You literally had to correct yourself, by the way. You could have cut that out. This young person, young woman.
she's a masculine woman, and
What a joke.
for some reason that's, not sitting right with her, so she has to call herself non-binary
You're trans.
and a failed woman, a failed man, and she has to identify as non-binary because she doesn't feel like she can still be a masculine woman. What a sad, sad thing that we as a society...
Honestly, it doesn't matter. I was going to say that I kind of want to look up and see if they're actually trans, like from female to non-binary, but it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter.
have done to the young women around us. I mean, really, truly, look around you. For my folks here who are still in school of any sort, particularly
That
high
person did
school
look
and
like a
college, I'd like to know how many people you've noticed recently, especially identifying as trans, and yet look nothing like it. Genuinely, I'd love to
cares?
know if you'd just send
But why
that
do
to
you
me
care?
in the comments. It's gotten really out of hand. It's been
Out of hand?
so
What's happening?
heavily pushed through every form of media that we have.
What's happening as a result of like all these people identifying as trans? Oh, heavens to Betsy. We're losing things. The moral fabric of reality. The Western society is falling, right? Right, buddy? Like that. What else is there? What's failing? What's wrong? Like, what's the problem? I don't get it.
That like
Doesn't make any sense.
everyone should be trans and gay, and like you don't want to be
Hog
straight.
face.
Being straight is bad and gross. Of course, these young women are going to be confused and think that they have to be non-binary.
Actually, I'll take the opposite stance. Nobody should be trans or gay because nobody should be any gender or sexuality.
Or have to be trans men or something. You can be a masculine woman. You are still beautiful. You are still a woman. You are still feminine in your own way. You just dress differently. You just look differently. You present differently. That's okay. That is beautiful.
And call themselves differently.
100%.
No gods, no genders.
A couple months ago.
Stop saying that's beautiful and I love you. And God, it's so condescending. Fuck you, man. Fuck you.
Connected with an old friend.
I know I said I was going to be nice going into this, but I can't help myself. Like, he's being such a smarmy piece of shit. Fuck off. Shove it up your ass.
Mine, who is now off at
Sorry.
quite a liberal college, from my understanding. And this particular friend was telling me about how
conservative parent.
This
No
college
hate like
campus
Christian love.
is handing out hormones with no doctors involved whatsoever. It's a little clinic on campus.
What college? What college?
This college campus is handing out hormones with no doctors involved whatsoever. It's a little clinic on campus. And you don't have to be diagnosed with anything. You can literally just walk in and say, I want testosterone or I want estrogen, and they give you the.
That's how that works. Do you know how I got testosterone? Do you know how I got it? I said, hey, I want testosterone. And you know what they did? Okay, first we're going to do a blood test on you and see what your testosterone levels are so that you're not dangerously taking it, right? Because there is a point at which it becomes dangerous if you're too high. So they took my lab tests and they said, okay, you're at 299. That's 1 point below average. We're going to start you on testosterone replacement therapy. If I tried that today, with my testosterone levels being like over 1,000 now, all right, they'd say, fuck off. You can't have testosterone. What are you talking about? In a much nicer way because they're professionals. But they'd say, no, you can't have it. No self-respecting doctor would give me testosterone right now because I don't need it. Okay? And it would probably hurt me if I took it. I just don't buy this. I don't buy this. I want to know where. Yeah, I want to know where this is taking. You know what? We'll do them a favor. Here, let's see if we can find it. College giving out HRT. Colleges and universities that cover transition-related. I don't even know what I would search for this. That cover transition-related medical expenses under student health insurance. That's not handing it out. That's just covering it. 5 colleges that provide gender-affirming care for trans people. College to provide hormone replacement therapy to students without requiring recommendation from health provider. Here, what's this? University of Wisconsin-Madison will no longer require counseling or medical recommendation before administering hormone therapy to transgender students. Okay, maybe we have something here. Beginning May 17th, the school will begin administering hormone replacement therapy to transgender students without requiring any sort of medical or psychological evaluation or recommendation. We're pleased to share a workflow change at University Health Services that helps students access hormones for gender transition without going through counseling or getting a letter. I personally don't think you need counseling. I didn't need counseling. The justification for the new procedure is based on the World Professional Association for Transgender Health informed consent model, which according to the university, quote, reduces barriers to accessing medically necessary treatment, end quote. While this may be a true assessment, certain barriers are often in place for the purpose of ensuring that treatment is needed and medically necessary. Fuck you with your counseling. You don't need counseling for breast increasing for 16-year-olds. That's true, by the way. If you're a 16-year-old cis girl, you can just go get a breast augmentation. You can just go get one. Unless you're trying to make them smaller, then you can't. But if you're trying to make them bigger, well, that's free reign. Gee, I wonder why that is. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. But yeah, no, I don't think counseling needs to be a thing. It wasn't a thing for me. It doesn't need to be a thing for trans people. If you think that it does, that's literally a transphobic belief that you hold. And I understand if you hold it because it's a very commonly held belief. But it is rooted in transphobia. Nobody would say that I need one for testosterone. Nobody. So you don't need one if you don't need a psychological eval if you're trans to get on HRT. You need informed consent, and that's it. I think anyone who wants to medically transition should be able to, assuming it's monitored by a medical professional. Just like my HRT, mine, cis guy, by the way, was monitored by a healthcare professional. Yes, I agree. Anything that I need, okay, use me as a baseline, right? What did I need? Doctor's appointment, lab results, follow-up doctor's appointment, HRT. That's the process. That should always be the process. Every time. Whether you're trans or not. And it should be covered, yes. I think that all healthcare should be free anyway. But yes, it should be covered.
Gel packets on campus. There's
They do not just straight up hand out gel packets. Fuck off with that. Prove it.
Well, there's no standards anymore in
Prove it.
healthcare. Moving on before I lose my mind.
What are your pronouns?
here.
My pronouns are they, them. I've actually got them tattooed on my neck.
First thing I
It's
agree
my
on.
credo. No regret. You have no regrets? No way. Not me.
I should probably
No
mention
regrets.
to you all as my audience that
Wait. They were making fun of this person. They, them. Okay. That's their right. I wouldn't do it. I sure as fuck wouldn't do this, but that's their right.
On my neck.
That's my credo. No regret.
And also, I get it. Because they, them is such a rarity that those who identify as they, them have a lot of problems with it. To the extent that I forget who it was. Some celebrity tried to identify as they, them and then went back on it because they were like, it's too annoying. Like, it's just too annoying to like get people to understand how to do it. Even though it's like the easiest thing in the world now to me. Once you get used to it, it's really super easy. But anyway, to be fair, psychologists are healthcare professionals. Yes. I didn't need one. I didn't need one. Why? Why? If you think that I need a psychologist to be to get on HRT, testosterone, then fine. At least you're consistent. But that's not what people think. People think that if you were born a girl and you want to become a boy, then you need to have counseling. And I think that's unfair. That's transphobic. It might have been Demi Lovato. Yes, Guitar Rocker. Thank you. It's easier to call someone they, them when trying not to misgender someone in an accident. I usually forget at times because I go by voices most of the time. Yeah, just as long as you're like I think that should be the default. If you don't know somebody's really anybody, like just forget presentation be damned. Like you just call everybody they, them until they tell you their pronouns. I think that if you're going to have gender in an ideal gender cucked society, at least that would be consistent, right? And that would be a good step forward. Now, you're going to lose some, you're going to lose a little bit in ways of efficiency of conversation, but I think it's worth the trade-off personally, because you still have to tell people your names. You have to ask somebody what their name is. So you might as well just say, what's your name and pronouns? My name's Alec. I'm he, him. What's your name? Alec. What's your name and pronouns? Alec, he, him. How much time did that take? Took 2 seconds. Or it. That's fine. I don't care as long as it's consistent.
Regret.
It's hard to hear about
You have no
fucking
regrets?
pronouns.
No
all the
way.
time.
Not me.
I should probably mention to you all as my audience that my husband and one of my best friends in the whole world picked out every single one of these videos, and I have not seen any of them. So some of them are actually quite funny, and I'm very, very glad that this one was...
I guess it's different if it's surgery. No, I think that you should have counseling before any kind of surgery. I think that, honestly, I think that, well, unless it's like very urgent, but before any elective procedure, I should say, you should have counseling. I think that you should do that for, breast augmentation. I think you should have to do that for facial feminization or masculinization. I think that you should have to, or implants, right, that like celebrities get. I think that everybody should get counseling before they do just one session real quick, check your mental health, make sure everything's in order. This person is sane, they don't have like any health conditions they have that might be affecting their choice are under control, right, as to the extent that they can be. Like mental health conditions, sorry. Like if they're depressed, it's controlled. If they're all that stuff. The point is, you should have informed consent. It should all be part of informed consent, but it should be across the board. If you're going to have informed consent counseling sessions for girls who get breast augmentation, then you should have, cis girls that get breast augmentation, then you should have informed consent counseling sessions for trans girls who get breast augmentation. Both, okay? It should be both. Stop, this is the problem, is that it's inconsistent. It's inconsistently applied. Trans people are scrutinized way more heavily, and it's really annoying.
It's thrown in. Can you imagine being so deep into a delusion that you have to like tattoo your identity across your neck so people are forced to respect you? A whole other level.
It's kind of cringe, but who cares?
Deep end, crazy,
You're allowed to be
bro.
cringe.
I don't know about y'all. I have 9 tattoos, and personally, they don't really bother me. I kind of enjoy getting tattoos, but you know, there's some spots that are kind of tender. I could not imagine wasting just for it to, one, look as crappy as that. Who did that? Your friend in the basement with no lights on? I sincerely hope you didn't waste money on that, because no one's even looking at it. And here I am sitting saying I need to be
I don't know about that. I think everybody's looking at that, but
nice this video. Shame on me.
Some of you look like your pronouns are hurt me daddy. Isn't that right, my pretty?
You haven't been nice at all in this video, by the way. Just because you say I love you and I'm coming from a place of care and respect does not mean that you're being nice, man. Okay? That just means that you're being a pussy about being mean. So stop being a pussy. Just be mean like I am. Pussy. At least I can admit it.
You're not wrong.
Wait, what? The fuck? What? Hold on.
Video.
We already
Shame
saw
on
this
me.
video, by the way. This
Some of
first
you
one.
look like your pronouns are hurt me daddy. Isn't that right, my pretty little? You're not wrong.
This person could have been cis. Huh? What?
Wrong.
I've seen cis girls that look like that.
What?
That was rude as shit. Okay, yeah. You're so... But for those who can't hear, let me rewind a little bit more. There you go. Yeah, you're so... You're so committed to not being mean. To not being mean, actually. You're so committed to being nice and respectful, right? Right, buddy? Right? Right? Right, buddy? Right?
What? When I find out who picked that video, there will be words.
You have an audience picking
I'm
videos
sorry.
for you? My audience needs to pick
What
your
does
shit
that
up.
even mean? My pronouns look like they would be hurt me. What? I'm not even going to finish that because, first of all, what? Second, what does that mean? To me, your pronouns look like stay the fuck away from me.
Why?
Not whatever that was.
Why? Why? I don't understand. Like, okay, she looks fine. I don't understand. It's just like it's just calling her ugly. You're just calling her ugly. That's all you're doing. It's weak, bro.
Stay the fuck away from me. Not whatever that was.
Exactly, Queen Laura. Not being mean, though.
Ho,
We're committed to not being mean.
things that you've lied about, even pertaining to your mom.
The woke community letting me know I'm a pick-me because I said trans women don't get periods and neopronouns are a joke. This is not a real thing. If you like are actually making TikToks bitching about this shit, fuck you. Go find a life. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. There's like 3 people who are like, oh, trans women menstruate. Yes, trans women definitely menstruate. Yes, there's like 3 people on the X app, the Twitter app now, that do that. Okay? And all 3 of those people are very loud and annoying. I'm not going to say they're not, but this demographic of people doesn't exist. You can get like period cramps from what I've heard, all right? If you're on like HRT. I have heard that that's a thing, right? But yeah, you're right, okay? Hey, congratulations, you're right. Trans women don't menstruate. You're right. Great job. Great job. Here's your Medal of Honor. Now fuck off.
Now, since you think.
Personally, I love this guy. I'm pretty sure I follow him on like a couple platforms. He himself is a homosexual man, so in my opinion, he definitely has the right to speak on this. But
That's what we mean when we say our period, we get the cramps. Okay, yeah, I'm not on hormones. So who am I to say? Yeah, okay, listen, I get period cramps. Or it's not a real period. Okay, I get cramps once a month that correlates to what a cis woman might call a period. Cramps. What would I call such a thing, huh? It's due to the hormones that I'm taking. So what would I call such a thing? You want to call it just HRT cramps or something? Sure, whatever. But like it's the same thing. It's the same concept. When people say men menstruate, we're talking about trans men, not trans women. That's still not a period. Okay, but like what? Sorry, I know that you're not saying that, but like what else would you actually call that if I were responding to that Republican that you mentioned? What else would I call it? You know, like you call it a period cramps for women. Oh, but wait, the cramps themselves are not the period, so you shouldn't call it a period cramp, right? Even though the biological process for those cramps are exactly the fucking same.
He always calls out the kind of craziness in the LGBT community, as I do. As you may have noticed in the comments,
I will
I
proudly
get
call him a
called
pick-me.
the man version of Blair White, and most
It's
people
always
who
mincing
say it
words.
are complimenting me, and I love that. I am so obsessed with Blair, and to every single one of you who compares me to
I
Blair
can
White,
tell.
I love you.
You seem like
that
a
means
loser.
the world to me. She is so amazing and such an inspiration. So thank you. To the rest of you though, saying that I'm Blair White as an insult. First of all, it's not an insult. I hope you know
Yes,
that.
it is.
She's an icon.
Not only are you, by the way, you're not Blair White because Blair White is way fucking more successful than you are, first of all. Second of all, like Blair White, I think is honestly better spoken than you. I think Blair White does a much better job of grifting than you, okay? Now, granted, you're smaller, you're early on in your grifting career, but you got some work to do. You know, you got some tips to pick up, I feel. You know, like I wouldn't personally call you Blair White because I think that's boosting you up too much. I think that you're a loser cuck bitch, okay? So I wouldn't call you Blair White. I would call you a loser cuck bitch. Okay? By the way, Blair White calls herself a woman, just so you know. So you guys apparently disagree on that.
Like you can try to be a hater.
Try not
if
to be
you
mean, by
want
the way.
to, but
I say this from a place of love and respect for you, you loser cuck bitch. Seek help for your cuckery. Seek help. This is coming from a place of 100% love and respect for you.
Womp womp. Ooh, okay. Wrapping up with one final video. Here we go.
It's
Oh,
iconic.
good. I was hoping there was another one.
And I loved.
People who think trans people need to look and act a certain way to be considered not faking, asking me why I still look like a woman if I'm trans.
Do iconic shit.
The T-slur was, once again, too stunned to speak. I should report this video. Fuck you, man.
Oh, boo boo. I think what I actually, at the end of the day, meant to say was if you are comfortable 100% dressing, presenting, looking like yada, 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 a woman, it's because that's what you are. It's because you.
What? Hold on. If you're comfortable 100% dressing, presenting, looking like...
Yada, 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 a woman.
A woman.
It's because that's what you are.
Base take. I agree. Base take.
It's because you are.
I agree, because that would insinuate that trans women are also women. Looking, dressing, acting like a woman. Good job. You did it.
Okay, even now, like
Accidentally
looking
based.
the way I do, literally having it's a neck beard. Let's call it what it is. It's a neck beard. And
where? Huh? Listen, the camera quality is shit, but like also where? I'm just throwing that out there.
A very teeny tiny rat stash. Even with that and my linebacker shoulders and whatnot, I don't wear shit like crop tops in public. That would make me incredibly dysphoric because that is a feminine piece of clothing. Why would I?
Okay. That's your call. Yeah, and that makes sense, by the way. As a trans masked person, yeah, you probably wouldn't. But who gives a shit? Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Now what happens? You guys know that song from Sonic Adventure 2? I just thought of it. Anyway, it doesn't matter at all. Like, none of this matters. So stupid.
I, as a tranny, walk around in women's
stupid.
clothing. I wouldn't. You know, a lot different than going out in
Why
public
not?
with
I've walked around in women's clothing before. Who gives a shit? Who cares?
long hair, makeup, all pink, like my pretty little braids and my
What's wrong
pretty
with
little
pink?
clips in my hair and like all Hello Kitty. And if that's genuinely what you think that being
And then
a
call yourself a guy. Based. Who cares? Who cares?
transsexual is, you have my full permission to
Nobody
just
said that's what transsexual is, by the way.
like not talk to me. Dysphoria is something that forces you to pass for yourself. It's not for
What you doing?
I just wanted to tell you, did you see Melon T posted a video about Kaido?
I did. I watched it.
Ah.
It's very good.
Ah.
You can if you want. It's just you're gonna be spoiled on Kaido's backstory, which is fine. It's not like it's that exciting of a backstory.
Okay,
You
I was
just
about to ask how painful are we talking? Because
I mean, it's not happy, but like it's like.
do I ever hope that he will be better during it? Do I
No.
ever hope it so much that it will hurt me when he doesn't?
Not at all. He always was what he is.
Oh, that bastard.
Queen Laura says hi.
Hi, Laura.
for other people. It literally has nothing to do at all with other people. I could be 100% alone in a room, even without mirrors, and I would still know that I needed to transition. I still needed.
The one thing I'll say real quick, Katie, is that I don't think in her video you would get spoiled, but you would get spoiled in some about how he met King.
How we met him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he met him at some point.
Well, no, I know that. It's just that sometimes the meeting of two people is made a big deal about, and then other times it's like, well,
He and Kaido do have a very specific bond.
okay, all right,
Yeah.
okay.
Needed to change my voice.
I
I still
know.
needed to have
She's gonna
facial
make
hair. I still
fanfic
needed to
out of
have
that.
body hair. I still need, all these other things, because whether I'm
Yeah,
alone
she
or
spelled it
around
correctly.
people, I'm still a transsexual with dysphoria. That will never go away. That will never change.
Okay, but the dysphoria can be cleared up.
What?
No, not you. The dysphoria can be cleared up, though. Like, dysphoria itself is the problem. Because that's an incongruency with, like, the gender you were assigned at the sex you were, the sex you were assigned at birth and your gender identity. Like, hold on, what am I trying to say here? Like, dysphoria is a problem, right? Here, let me look it up. Gender dysphoria. Definition. A state of severe distress or unhappiness caused by feeling that one's gender identity does not match one's sex as registered at birth. By that definition, you will always have dysphoria. That is true. But in my opinion, I think a more useful definition of dysphoria would be the mental state of distress that is caused by what you see in the mirror not matching what you would like your sexual or gender identity to be. You know what I mean? Like, you can cure it by transitioning. You know what I mean? Like, the negative effects of the dysphoria are the most important element of the dysphoria. So if you get rid of the negative effects, you're essentially getting rid of the dysphoria. Does that make sense? I just feel like personally that would be a more coherent way to put it. That's just me.
These people really love the idea
So in
of
that
the
sense, yes, I think it
attention
can
and
go away.
validation that comes from passing, especially if
Would it
another
be two subsets of dysphoria, gender and body? Yes. That it would. Well, it already should be, right? Like, it already should be. Your gender assigned at birth does not match the gender that you want to be. Your sex assigned at birth does not match the sex that you want to be. And those are two very interrelated but different conditions. Okay? Very interrelated, but they're different. So there already should be gender versus sex dysphoria.
Another trans person or someone they deem to be trans sees them as trans. And one final note on all of this that I will add is that a lot of these trenders will come at me and people like me and go, well, why do you have to make being trans a competition? Sweetie,
True.
no one's making it a competition except you. There is no...
Yeah, and you're going after them. Like, if you really don't care and it's not a competition, just stay away from them. You don't have to interact with them. You don't. Okay? I never had to interact with you, by the way. I didn't have to do that. I almost didn't. But I chose to. Okay? For content. So I'm kind of in a content contest with you, in a sense. If I had to, I don't know. Anyway, keep going.
Competition to be
I'm doing my
had.
best
We're
here.
all passing for ourselves. You want to jump in and pretend it's a game and
Point
it's a
is, you care.
competition and it's something fun to be a part of.
So don't act like you don't.
When it isn't. You're the
But
one
it is,
trying
but it is
to
fun
make
to be a part of. What are you talking about? I'm a part of it in some ways. The trans community is very fun to be a part of. Like, because they tend to be like just more accepting of people, okay? And just more interested in media that's not boring and, I don't know. I've personally found the trans community to be very entertaining and interesting. And I'm very happy and privileged to be a part of it. So I do think it's fun. But, if you don't think it's fun, that's probably on you, man.
Get a competition. You're the one trying to make a
Bro
freaking
said we shouldn't
mockery
enjoy our lives.
out of it. Actually, you don't even have to try anymore.
True.
You've already done that. You did that a long
Because he
time
doesn't
ago.
enjoy
Now the
his.
rest of us are trying to come back from that and trying to climb
yes, it's
ourselves
your fault.
out of the freaking grave that you all dug
It's your
for us
fault.
and threw us in and left us to rot in. We're
You
coming
did
up
this to us.
super close on 1,000 subscribers, which is a really huge deal to me. So I just wanted to take a moment
Ugh.
to say thank you to every single one of you who has watched a video, liked.
Yeah, I don't care. Disgusting, man. Disgusting. I think I'm justified in reporting that video, by the way. Like, if you're going to go... Listen, it's one thing to call yourself the T-slur if you're a trans person, but if you're doing the same thing that a cis person who is transphobic would do by calling somebody else the T-slur when they did not consent to that, I think that that's worth reporting. I'm treating you equally. So, fuck you. Yeah, that was a stupid video. I don't know what else to say. Not that YouTube's gonna do anything about it. Alright, I gotta pee real quick. I'm gonna put on some music for you guys. Is this another Blair White Pick Me? It sure was, baby. It sure was. Alright, I'll be right back. Oh. I have returned, chat. We just got done watching. Me and Katie finally reached in One Piece. Kotsuki Odin. His flashback. We finally got done with his flashback, and I forgot how juicy that guy was. I love Odin. Finally finished my homework in Greyhack. The hacking sim for people really deep in the computer space science rabbit hole. Ooh, sounds fun. I'm not deep in that rabbit hole, but it sounds fun nonetheless. I've really been wanting to watch Shin Godzilla recently. Haven't seen it yet. Yeah, I wanted to watch what's that Japanese show? There's a new show that's out that's really good. I can't think of what it's called. It's one word. Starts with the SH, I think. Shogun! Shogun! That's the one. I heard that's really good. I want to watch it. I'm still on Fishman Island, episode 554. You're really good at remembering specifically which episode you're on. It means nothing to me. I just know that, like, roughly in the 500s is where Fishman Island is. You should keep watching it, though. Really fun for a niche audience. It's an MMO. Oh, you're talking about the game. Yeah. You guys want to watch me crochet a little bit? I'm currently in the... For those who weren't here earlier, I'm a professional at crocheting now, so I made a coaster. See that? Look at that. So I can put my drinky drinks on it. I'm currently in the process of making... I'm doing a tutorial to make a drawstring bag. Best I ever remembered last episode was to see what the last one watched was. Yes. I'm on episode 922. Ooh, I think Katie's past you, Queen Laura. Ooh. Why red? Red because I made... You weren't here, clearly. I made a Corazon hood for Katie. I'll show you. Corazon is a character from One Piece. So there it is. I maked that. I did that. It was for her birthday, which it was very early for her birthday, but I thought it would take me a lot longer to learn this shit. So I just went ahead and gave it to her. It's really not hard. It's not like it's tedious, but it's not hard. If you're somebody, thank you. I'm glad you think so, Kitty. I should introduce you to another streamer I watch. Soup also knits. Ooh, I think I've Soup Poo, right? Yeah, I know Soup Poo a little bit. Been a long ass time since I talked to her though, or them. I forget their pronouns. Sorry. I can't not see that as a womb hat with the ovaries. Katie. Somebody in chat said this looks like a womb hat with ovaries.
That is not even. That's not even close.
I think it's funny.
That. But...
You're brain poisoned, Kermit. I'll just say that. Like, I see it, but only because you pointed it out, and it's not like I'm gonna not unsee it. Like, I'm going to unsee it. Just because it's very... Like, I see what you mean, but it's kind of obscure. Here, let me see if I can get my Logitech camera on my hands, and I'll show you guys. Show you some of my craft here. Should I do this? Let's leave the camera up here, and we'll just zoom. Yeah. Hopefully this is still plugged in. I think it is. Here, I'll put this on. I love these videos. Actually, I need this. Video capture. Soup for my breadline? Oh, gotcha. There was somebody I used to watch named Soup Poo. Logic capture. Put it like there. Zoom in on that shit. That's okay, right? Soup is a trans mass streamer. He's on break at the moment, unfortunately. Oh, gotcha. See, I was on break for a long time too. I get it. Thankfully, this isn't my main job, so I am capable of doing that. So what we're gonna do... Oh, you guys can't see it from there. Hold on. Let me... I don't want to do this. Let's move... I can't twist the monitor. Fuck. Here, I'll just zoom out a little bit. Or can I move it? Yeah, there we go. Okay, I think that works. Okay, so what we are going to do... Now, I'm following a tutorial when I do this. This is not something I could ever do on my own. Feel like if we crochet can, we should also listen to something to yell at, MST 3000 style.
I can show it off to them.
Oh yeah, you can. There's the hat. Hold on. I think it's pretty good.
It's very good. It's very comfy. Sucks that I can't wear it right now because it's really hot.
I did give it to you at an opportunity. It would have been a better Christmas gift.
It's okay. It's okay. I still love it.
Yep.
I still love it.
Oh yeah, here's. I guess I should show you guys the character it's based on.
Oh yes, please do.
Yeah.
Some of you probably already know who it is if you've ever heard him talk about me and One Piece and who I like in One Piece.
There he
This
is.
man. This funky, klutzy man. Yeah. That's my favorite character.
It's pocketable. That looks great. Thank you. It's well made. Ideally, the color that gets me. Literally, the color that gets me. I can't tell. Need to do another in wool. Hey, Katie, a nice hat. It's cute. I'm glad you think so. I made it. I maked this.
He did. He made this.
Yep.
Oh,
I love that man so much.
I love that. I love that man. Oh, I love that man.
I love you, kid.
Ah!
Uh,
Never gonna be over him. I'm actually never, ever gonna be over him.
I knew you'd
He's
like him.
So.
I knew you'd like him, but I didn't know you'd love him.
I knew I would like him kind of from actually this shot because I was like, oh, he's ugly, but
He's scrungly.
he's scrungly, and he's so. How far into One Piece, honey? You're not even close. You have a while to go. You have a while.
That's not true. He's on Fishman Island.
Oh, then never mind. You actually don't have too much farther.
It's Fishman Island, then Punk Hazard, then Dressrosa, where you'll see this guy.
Yep.
It is kind of a while. I think it's like in the 700s.
It's gonna be a minute in terms of episodes, but in terms of where you're at in the story, you're actually pretty close.
Yeah.
Actually pretty close.
Yeah, you'll love him.
Oh, he hurts my soul.
Okay, I'm
He
trying to
does.
remember what I was doing here.
Oh,
I'm
but I
trying to
love
make,
him so much.
I'm trying to make a drawstring bag.
Ooh, fun.
So I was.
Oh, I fucking love Punk Hazard. Punk Hazard was so much fun. I
see.
I was not sure when Law was gonna pop back up. I had no idea when. Oh, I gotta take this off. It's so hot. It's
Yeah.
so well made, but it's very warm. So warm. Anyway, but when we got to Punk Hazard, I didn't know when Law was gonna show back up in the story. I was just aware that he would. And so when we got to Punk Hazard, episode 554, you're actually not horridly far then. This character pops up, I think, in either episode 699 or 700, Guitar Rocker. But anyway, we were in Punk Hazard, and I had no clue when Law was gonna. Law is number one baby boy, absolutely. I had no clue when he was gonna show back up, and then obviously there was a character on Punk Hazard who you meet that was cut in half, and I just remember being like, I only know 2 devil fruit powers that can do that without killing somebody. One's Buggy's, and it only works on himself. How do I remember the numbers? I'll tell you in a second.
No, not. Oh, was it? Did you say a number?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Max remembered the number really
No.
well.
Well, yeah, I know that, but no, he was asking me what number. So I was.
Gotcha.
Anyway, but I remember just being like, I only know 2 devil fruit powers that can cut someone in half without killing them, and it's Buggy's, and that one only works on himself, and it was that scrungly rat bastard doctor that showed up on Sabaody and in Marineford. So where is he?
I love Buggy too, but he can do many wrongs.
He is my fail wife. He just fails upward, and honestly, I love him for that. Eustace Kid is also a fail wife, but in the way that I look at him and I just go, ha.
He's not
pathetic.
failing upward.
He's not failing upward, no, he's just failing. But he's my fail wife because I look at him and I'm just like, you're cute. You're not doing so great though. Also, I'm sorry, YouTube chat. I have not been looking at you. That's my bad.
It's fine. They're second-class citizens.
They are not. They
Lovely
are
guys.
not. He for Kermit Thorson, he doesn't always have a tooth gone. That's a recent acquisition for him actually. So he does constantly smoke like all the way up to the end of where he appears, and I don't know. I guess he just likes to hold it between his teeth. It's got to be a little awkward if you try to put it in the gap.
Oh, did you guys see the cat?
Yeah. Weary.
You wanna come here?
Hey, baby.
Come here, you big baby. Oh,
Oh, God.
Pathetic creature. Say hi. Hi, baby. Yeah. She hates affection. She hates affection.
Unless she doesn't.
Milo, come here, baby. Come say hi. Here. Ooh, come here, baby boy. And this Milo. 2 cats.
Hey, bub.
2 babies. Okay, I'll put you down.
He's been very affectionate.
He's a very good boy. She did get big.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Big girl.
Big girl. Neither of them really like to be held. Milo tolerates it because he loves me. Winry will fight like I'm dragging her to her execution sometimes when I try to hold her.
She doesn't like people.
She likes us.
Well, she doesn't like strange new people, which I guess is most cats, but like, I really thought that I raised her better. Like, I thought that and it sounds like a joke, but I'm not lying. Like, I took her to like Home Depot and shit to get her acclimated to people. Because I was like, my cat's gonna be different. My cat's gonna be built different. Nope.
She is different.
Well,
She's
no,
an idiot.
no, she's really not. She's just an idiot. She's just a different brand. Like she's still cat, but I wanted her to be stupid and like unique.
What are you doing?
Now she's just stupid.
Well, she was always that.
Yeah, but at least she would have been unique.
I think she is unique in her stupidity.
I'm just kidding. I'm giving her a lot of shit.
Yeah, we give Winry a lot of shit.
Love that girl.
Yeah. She did inherit some orange cat genes in there. Yeah,
Probably.
absolutely.
She's got a little bit of she's a mutt, so
Yeah, the pattern of her fur, she's a tabby, which you could probably tell, but you know how tabbies are usually like a more silvery color and a more golden color sometimes, like, and everything. She's like a very strange mix of like a silvery kind of sheen to her fur and a gold kind of undertone to her fur. It's really pretty when she sits in the sun, and that was how I figured out she even had it, because I looked at her and I was like, oh my goodness gracious, you have many colors. How interesting for you.
I also do not like strange new people. Grocery shopping is hell.
That is fair. That is fair. Every time I go into Kroger, there's one cashier I always want to see at the self-checkout. His name is Xavier. Xavier, if you are watching this in some very like strange, like weird coincidental universe, you're like one of my favorite people to see at Kroger. I actively seek you out.
There's something wrong.
You're very nice. But yeah. I love that, man. Okay, that was all I came down here to do. That lasted longer than I thought it was. I wanted to show the people your work. Ooh.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad you like it.
I did. Okay.
I could probably learn how to do this while I watch content, but I think the main problem is that like the projects that I've been doing, just like the small ones, are not like... Did I do that too many times? No. The projects I've been doing require like, I just started like less than a week ago. If you can believe that. Like it's literally been less than a week. So the projects I've been doing are like very rudimentary. And I'm still learning. I'm very impressed by your walking on keyboard skills. Oh, you're talking about the cat. Actually, Winry does not walk on the keyboard. Which is very nice. Self-checkout for the win. I like meeting new people these days. I think people are interesting. It depends on the mood I'm in, but I don't know. I'm an extrovert. I kind of figured that out later in life, but I think I'm an extrovert. That's a cute pic. Where? Cute pic. What's a cute pic? Soup did a cool project where he made split mittens. Took him a while to figure that out. Yeah, I'm trying to do the drawstring pouch, like I said. I'm not going to be doing this for long. I just wanted to get a few rows in. It's very addicting. Oh, kitty linked kitty? Okay, hold on. Photo of my wife. Your wife, huh? It's very cute. Sorry, I thought there was more. Very cute. Excuse me. But yeah, I was trying to figure out... So the reason that I learned how to... FTW means for the win, yes. The reason I was trying to learn how to crochet is because I was looking up, like... I wanted to make Katie a gift this time. Because I feel like buying gifts... Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be snooty about this. But, like, I just don't, like... Okay... You spent money on a thing. Like, I'd rather make it myself, you know what I mean? Like, I know I have the time, I have the know-how, like, or I can get the know-how. Like, I have the know-how to get the know-how, I guess. So I'm just gonna make it myself. And then I did. And making something is indeed way cooler. It's just not the same. It's really not. For the recipient or the person giving it. Like, even when, okay, so even when I, like, the first birthday gift I ever got for Katie was a box. It was like a box that looked like a care package from Overwatch. She was really into Overwatch, so I got her, like, the loot box. That's what it was, from Overwatch. It looked like a loot box, right? But I made the loot box. Like, I took a regular box and I printed out the things that I needed and I glued it on, and I made a loot box, right? Sort of. And then what I did from there, let me make sure I'm doing this right, sorry. I think I am. What I did from there was I bought a bunch of, she was turning 21, and so I bought, like, shot glasses and shit that were Overwatch themed, and I put them in. They were custom made, and, you know, like, I felt like even that little bit of effort that I put in was more special than most of the gifts that I've gotten her. You know? Like, if you buy something specific, like one time I bought her a knife, and that was okay. Like a very ornate knife. And that was pretty good, because, like, that's specific, you know, and not something that, like, you would normally get somebody, so that was fun. But in general, I just think it's better to make a gift. Unless somebody's been asking for something. Then there is also something to be said for, like, I put in the grit and the spit in order to be able to afford this for you. You know, it's not like everybody has the time to learn a new craft or anything, or the skill, or the ability. So, you know, it just depends. I think if you can make a gift, though, you should generally try to. I bought an overpriced handmade knife for a friend today. Nice. At least it's handmade. That's another thing, like, I would never, ever, ever, unless somebody specifically asked for it, buy something like a pop figure for somebody for their birthday. And not just because I don't like pop figures, but, like, one year I bought Katie an action figure, and that was fun. But even that, I feel like, was a really weak gift. But, like, things that are, like, overly commercial, like pop figurines, no. No. Yeah, or if you find something really cool that's not easy to get, yes. I had like, for my ex, I had a Xbox controller custom made for her. That was cool. But again, if I were to get a custom made Xbox controller for Katie, at this point, I just want to make it myself. You know, learn how to do it. Because all you really do is take off the shell and paint it, you know? Like, I could do that. Not well, but it would at least be mine, you know? At least I can say I did that. Kind of goes hand in hand about what I was, during my AI art rant, when I was watching that Shadiversity video. That's still one of my favorite videos that I ever did. That rant. It was very good. But basically what I was saying during that video was, like, you know, at least, it may not be good, but at least you can show your friends, look, hey, look what I made. If you draw something, as opposed to a fucking AI piece of shit. Hey, Tame Pepper's here, what's up? I need to do some research so I can carve y'all a protective charm for the house. Aw, you don't have to do that, but I would very much appreciate and accept that gift. Thank you very much. I should crochet you something. I should learn how to crochet everybody something. Not everybody, just the mods and people who are special. Sorry if you're not special. Okay, everybody's special, but you guys know what I mean. The people who help make this show what it is. Queen Laura is one of those people. That was a great video. I edited that shit myself because I was so proud of it. I love that rant.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled collaboration to bring you a word from our sponsor. This Christmas, join cousins Craig and adventure in Friday After Next. I mean, Spite.
I don't know how much longer I'm going to do this. Like I said, it's very addicting. maybe even the best. I do think it was among my best. If you think that that was my best work, I would not blame you. I don't even know what I would call my best if not that one. But the thing is, I was drinking during that, and I feel like it came off that way, especially towards the end. I should do another Rage video like that. Those are fun. I think I do my best work when I'm watching a Rage video like that. Kind of like we just did with that one guy. Like, it was ragey, but it wasn't like... It wasn't goofy rage. It was more like... I don't want to say righteous, but kind of. Oh shit, I missed one. Hold on. Sorry if you guys can't see this real good. I'm trying to keep it in view, but I don't have the best camera set up for it. Let me see if I can try this. If I zoom out. There we go. That's a little better. The videos of you talking about your nursing experience are cool. I don't know. There's a top to Matt Walsh question. That's like comparing apples to oranges. I'm glad, by the way, Kitty, that you think my nursing videos are cool. Like when I talk about that stuff. These days, like, my nursing experience is actually somewhat limited by the fact that I have a very cushy home care job. So, like, my skill set is very specifically catered to one person. So, like, I'm not... I would... If I wanted another nursing job, I could get it, don't get me wrong. And I'd be fine after training. But, like... I'm pretty out of practice on most things because my patient is stable. And, like I said, it's a cushy job. And I'm not complaining. But I'm a little out of practice in most ways. I'm just very specifically catered toward my one patient. But thank God at least I'm not in a fucking nursing home anymore. Nursing homes are the worst. That's nice? Yes, it is nice. I'm not complaining at all. And that's the way that healthcare should be, honestly. My only complaint, really, is that, first of all, I have to do it for money. Which, let's be honest, if I didn't have to do it for money, would I do it? Probably not. But I do love the family, and I do love my patient. Platonically, obviously, because, like, in a way that, like, I love them as people. But secondly, but let's be real. If I didn't have to do it, I probably wouldn't. You know? I would just be friends with them, probably, if I knew them. Because they're very lovely people, and after I'm done with them, done working for them, I should say, I will probably continue to be friendly with them. Because I like them that much. Alright, let me do, like, a few more stitches and then I'll be done with this. We'll do another react. Oh, I'm special, alright. Everyone's special. In their own special way. Me, you, your mom. Your mom is very special. I was just thinking there weren't enough your mom jokes in this stream. I was thinking this stream's going pretty good, but you know what it needs? It needs some your mom jokes. So what we're doing here, chat, is called a half double crochet. We're half double crocheting across, but what we're doing is a little bit different from what you would normally do, because normally you half double crochet into the next stitch, but instead we're going into the half double crochet from the previous row and stitching into that so that it goes up like this, like a bag, like your mom. You do gotta have your mom jokes. You're right. Now that you mention it, yeah, you're right. You're probably right. That's true. That's pretty true. Yeah, that's true. Okay, one more? One or two more, and then I'm done with the row. Wait. Did I do this right? Yes, I did this right. Okay. True, and yeah, that's pretty true. Yeah, that's true. That's pretty true. Iconic. I don't even know who it is that did that, but whoever did it is iconic. I'm sure they haven't been canceled for anything ever, and I am totally justified in saying that. Trainwrecks, right? It was Trainwrecks. Somehow I did remember that. Has Trainwrecks ever had any controversies? I mean, who hasn't, but like... There we go. I don't know, I just know clip that. I'm not kidding, like, I don't know. Like, I'm sure he has, because I recognize the name, and usually when you recognize the name, they've had controversy. Okay, like, I'm not saying... Coffee refill? What? If you mean for yourself, then congratulations, I'm happy for you. I hope your coffee's good. Wasn't he a huge gambling streamer? Oh, maybe he was. Gambling streaming just does not hit right to me. Like, it just feels slimy. Like, I don't even know if necessarily the... Like, okay, if you're straight up just gambling, that's not as bad, because that is just a thing that you can do, right? Like, that's just a thing. But, like, if you're gambling using money from, if you're gambling using money from companies that pay you to gamble and then getting benefits from that, I think that's pretty gross. I like when the slots go spinny. No! Don't fall for it. Stay away from that. Chat, don't gamble. It's bad for you. He was streaming and gambling and supporting stake.com. Mods, can you delete that message and the ones that link it? I apologize. I need to make sure that we're on the up and up. So type stake, like parentheses dot, and then com. Same with kick.com. Can I do it? Letting me. Is there a mod? Stake.com. Can you delete the stake.com messages, please? Just because they link directly to it. That's the only reason. Okay. Alright, I'm done with this row, so I'm just gonna go ahead and tie this so I don't lose my spot. I don't know how. How do I do that? Oh, fuck. No, there's no how! Okay, hold on. This is a problem. There's ban, unban, mute, unmute, purge. We'll just purge. Oops. Okay. That'll work. Are you even able to delete specific messages? That's kind of lame. If you go to mods, if you go to the Discord mod chat, it's pinned there, all the commands. So you know. Okay. We should do another react. Might be something to bring up with White Nervosa. I mean, as long as there is a way to delete messages in some capacity, it's fine. Yeah, I was looking for that too. I guess it's just purge. It's exclamation purge. I posted a suggestion. Let's take a look. LGBT messages hidden in kids shows. This is perfect. Thank you.
Hey guys, Colin here.
This is perfect. Thank you. This is amazing. Thank you. I could not have asked for something better than this. Roman Omen, always a G. Ah, reopen. Okay. They bring up Owl House. No. They're talking like... Here, I think they're talking like Sesame Street for a reason you'll see in a second. Okay. The thumbnail's amazing. I'm gonna show it. Have you heard that the gays are coming for your kids? It's true, it's true. This guy, Fight for Truth, is speaking the truth, as it were, about kids shows and how they're transifying and gayifying your kids. It's crazy. It's insane, really. I will say, I watch a lot of Sesame Street on account of my job, home care. My client watches a lot of Sesame Street, so I kind of like imbibe a little bit of it. And I will say, Sesame Street is surprisingly like queer representative. Like they have, I forget what his name is. This one guy who wears like a straight up dress in one episode. They like have dudes wear tutus and shit. Like it's great. There's a great diversity of cast. Like everything that you can think of that, you know, the conservatives would call woke, basically Sesame Street has it in there, except for one episode. It was called Cookie Hood. That was the episode where Cookie Hood, who is basically just a Cookie Monster puppet with a green hat on, steals people's cookies and then redistributes them. It was really stupid. But other than that, it's generally pretty good. Yeah, and Gonzo's non-binary, correct. Excuse me. Because Gonzo's literally an alien and it probably doesn't have human, you know, things. Anyway, LGBT messaging hidden in kids shows. I wanted to show you guys the thumbnail because it's just so damn good. It is a banger thumbnail, I must say. So let's take a look at what's going on here.
Hey guys, Colin here, and welcome back to Fight for Truth. In this video, we're going to talk about the dark truth of modern children's TV shows. You see, most well-meaning traditional parents think that they're doing...
Right off the bat, this dude looks like he's straight out of like a Catholic high school, like an all-boys Catholic high school. This is coming from somebody who went to an all-boys Catholic high school. Like it looks like he literally just graduated and is going into like his bioengineering degree where he'll inevitably fail and then pick up YouTube as a career where he becomes a conservative grifter. I wonder if I just described his life story. That'd be crazy if I did.
Doing a good job at protecting their children. After all, they don't take them to drag queen story hours. They don't leave them with adults that aren't trustworthy. They take them to church and faithfully teach them right from wrong. But what if I told you that there's something out there that will likely have a much greater effect on your young, impressionable child's mind than all of these things put together, at least in the short term? something that most parents aren't even paying attention to.
Get out your bingo cards. We got like, will he mention being, well, obviously he mentioned being gay. That's too easy. But like, will he have any religious dogma? Will he, you know, say that the West is falling? Will he say that there's like forced representation, forced diversity, whatever? Like, pull out the bingo cards if you have them, because it is time. It is time. Once again, we're back. We're back in it, boys, girls, and MBs. We're back. This is what it's all about.
Entertainment. You see, when your child's mind is developing, they will be much more willing to watch a TV show than, say, listen to a sermon or memorize a Bible verse. It's very normal, and the pagan world knows this, and if you're not careful, they will use it against you to terrible
Wait.
willing to watch a TV show than, say, listen to a sermon or memorize a Bible verse. It's very normal, and the pagan world knows this, and if you're not careful, they will use it against you to terrible effect.
Queen Laura, get out. I cast you out. How dare you indoctrinate our youth? Disgusting.
For years, the secular leftists have taken over the world of entertainment in general, but kids' entertainment is certainly no exception.
Dude, he was emanating religious vibes. I could smell it through the screen. Disgusting.
And the goal is to use this influence to persuade your children to agree with them.
That's a bar, Shauna. That's a whole ass bar right there. His hair screams square. You're right.
Even at your expense. Don't believe me? Here are some examples. First, we have Ada Twist Scientist, a Netflix show marketed to very young children. Barack and Michelle Obama are executive producers. It follows Ada Twist, an 8-year-old scientist, and her friends as they go through life and learn new things. Here's a clip of the show in which the children attend the...
as opposed to my favorite kids show, Ada Twist Scientologist. Much better for kids. A black woman scientist? I think not. Forced diversity.
The gay wedding of one of their teachers.
Oh no.
This.
Cherry Chef reporting from the wedding
Oh God!
of the year. Everyone's favorite karate instructor, Sensei
No!
Dave, will be marrying
How
mixed
could they
martial
do this?
arts champion Jiu-Jitsu Joe.
He's the undisputed champion of my heart.
Good hustle, team.
Damn.
We just might pull this off. Whoa, oops. Sorry, Sensei Dave.
Careful, Rosie. Miss Chen, can we take a quick break?
You got it, lovebirds.
An interracial gay couple.
For
No.
your big day?
I can't wait to
Make it stop.
things off.
Is that George Takei? I don't know, but I do definitely recognize the voice. Here, let's look it up on YouTube. See if we can find some clips.
Oh my.
It does sound like him. What was the show called again? It's here, hold on.
Watch this and learn new things.
Add Ada Twist Scientist. Ada Twist Scientist. George Takei. Or is it Takei? My white ass. Takei. Yeah, George Takei. There he is. Takei,
Here's
sorry.
a clip of the show
I should
in
probably
which the
pronounce
children
that
attend
correctly.
the gay wedding of one of their teachers. Watch this.
Cherry Chef reporting from the wedding of the year.
I can't
God,
wait
no.
to kick things off.
Thanks for making our special day happen.
We all wanted to help. The seating chart says she's in the front row, so she'll have a perfect view of the ceremony. Can we help with anything else?
Well, there is one thing, actually. Could you collect everyone's phones and tablets when they come in?
We want to make sure everyone is paying attention.
To us.
We want to make sure everybody sees the gay.
I do. I definitely do.
Oh my.
I now pronounce you husband and husband. You may kiss the groom.
Cool.
Yay!
That's
so,
awesome.
despite the fact that so-called gay weddings are only a teeny tiny percentage of all...
Okay, fuck off with that though. Who cares? It's still a wedding ceremony. Stop this. Stop this. You would have zero problem. You would admit this, by the way. You would have zero problem with this if it were a man and a woman doing exactly the same thing. This is just sexism against men, mind you. Gay men, sure, but you're saying that a woman can marry a man, but a man is not allowed to marry a man. Disgusting. How dare you? I can marry a man if I want.
This show has made a concerted effort to normalize these things for young children. Biblical Christianity and world history clearly show us that marriage is between one man and one woman. Genesis.
Okay, fuck that. I don't care. Tell me the reason that I should care.
2:24. Anything else is not marriage at all by its very definition. Yet.
Here, hold on. Therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother and hold fast to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. Huh. You know, that reminds me of another line. Is this it? Exodus 21, 7-11. When a man sells his daughter as a slave, she will not be freed at the end of 6 years. Sorry, you guys can't see it very well. Hold on. I think that's good. When a man sells his daughter as a slave, she will not be freed at the end of 6 years, as the men are. If she does not satisfy her owner, he must allow her to be bought back again. But he is not allowed to sell her to foreigners, no, since he is the one who broke the contract with her. But if the slave's owner arranges for her to marry his son, he may no longer treat her as a slave, but as a daughter. Beautiful. Yeah, what a great book that you've thrust upon the youth. Right? I'd much rather my kids read that shit than watch a very wholesome ceremony. It's just a ceremony celebrating two people who love each other. That's all it is. Fuck you.
Very definition. Yet this show and its producers, Barack and Michelle Obama, they've gone out of their way to legitimize it. More than that, the children in the show are intimately involved in the ceremony. When the men kiss each other, the children say, "Aw," as if to say, "Oh, that's so cute and sweet." And the show...
Which they would do for a cis-het couple. It's exactly the same thing they would do for a cis-het couple. Kids are allowed at cis-het couples. Why not gay couples, marriages?
Even pronounces them, quote, husband and husband in direct mockery of the traditional Christian wedding ceremony developed in the West.
It's not a mockery, by the way. That's just literal. Like, unless you want to call one of them a wife, which, you know, I mean, I assume you're probably not too keen on calling men women, but hey.
An isolated example. No, popular kids show CoComelon recently did something very similar. But this show is for even younger children, and it uses catchy music, dynamic colors, and movements to keep kids engaged. Here's a clip from the show in which a cross-dressing boy dances for his two gay dads. No, I'm not kidding. Watch this.
We know about you. You love to get up and dance. How about you break out those moves for your two biggest fans?
Okay. Breaking. If you are a man standing next to another man, you're not allowed to watch your child dance. Vosh. It was Vosh. Vosh and the black guy who's got the same haircut that every other black guy in media has.
If you're not sure what to choose, think about all the things you like to do. Just be you.
Just be me?
Yep.
True. Wait, there's nothing wrong with this messaging.
Think about all the things you like
Boosh!
to do. Just be you.
Just be me.
So first of all, we have some pretty direct messaging here. The two men are standing close to each other, imitating the way a husband and wife might stand while proudly watching their child do something significant. The men sing that they are the child's, quote,
This guy's such a loser. Who gives a shit, man? Who's sitting here watching kids shows, being like breaking it down and analyzing? Yes, this is too gay. This one here in CoComelon is too gay. Go get a hobby. What the fuck is this? This is stupid.
Fans. This intentionally
have anybody actually thought about what he's doing?
As loving and normal, as opposed to sinful and unnatural, which is what Christians
For this reason, God gave them up to dishonorable passions, for their women exchanged natural relations for those that are contrary to nature. And the men likewise gave up natural relations with women and were consumed with passion for one another, men committing shameless acts with men and receiving in themselves the due penalty for their error. Well, they certainly received something within themselves, I'll say that much.
Christians are told to think of it. See Romans 1. And their so-called son appears wearing the clothing of
That's
a
kind
little
of
girl
the whole
as he
thing.
prances around. In response to this, the men sing to him, saying that whenever the boy feels confused or anxious, the solution is to, quote, just be himself. And of course they say that.
Judges 11 is Jephthah, such a dumb name, sacrificing his daughter because he promised Yahweh. Nice. I also endorse direct mockery of this mentality. It's so stupid. It's so dumb. Why are you wasting time, man? Do anything else.
Christianity says that cross-dressing is wrong, no matter how much you want to do it. Deuteronomy 22.
A woman shall not wear a man's garment, nor shall a man put on a woman's cloak, for whoever does these things is an abomination to the Lord your God. But why? But why should I care? They never give me a reason to care. They're just like, well, see, I've studied the Bible, which I used to be in this mentality, by the way, so like I get it. But it's just like, no, the Bible is the Bible. Like it is the rule book that that I follow, that you must follow. I don't need a reason for it to be good. It's here, it's in the Bible. And the Bible is, well, the Bible. So you have to follow it. Just not the bad passages, like, you know, selling your daughter into sex slavery. Not that one. But don't follow that. But follow this one, because this is the one that I like.
5, and that men and women should present themselves as masculine or feminine, respectively, in reverence to God's natural design for them. But a homosexual so-called marriage is already in direct denial of what is good and natural, and therefore...
I wasn't putting my drink on my coaster. There we go.
Or it shouldn't be surprising that they encourage their child to act in ways that are bad and unnatural. Anything else would be total hypocrisy. And by the way, this is
Hold on, I gotta rewatch that. What?
Natural. And therefore, it shouldn't be surprising that they encourage their child to act in ways that are bad and unnatural. Anything else would be total hypocrisy.
This was fun for a little bit, but now it's just kind of boring because I know that he's just a homophobe. Like, there's no reasoning with him. There'd be no point in a conversation with him. Like, he has no reasoning for anything that he's saying. He's just a religious zealot and a homophobe. Like, that's all it is. And if you try to, like, poke and prod at it, it would go nowhere, because he'd just be like, well, I'm a man of God, and I believe in God, and I have faith in God, and these are the passages that I follow, and these are the passages that are bad in the Bible, but they actually have, like, these other meanings over here. Like, it's still in the Bible, so it's still sacred, but I don't follow that one. I follow this one. And you should follow it, and I'm going to force you to follow it too at the threat of death. Like, that's all this is. Like, he's just a fundamentalist. There's no getting through to him.
Hypocrisy. And by the way, this is one reason why it ought to be illegal for same-sex couples to adopt children. It is incredibly wrong.
Wait, what?
Reason why it ought to be illegal for same-sex couples to adopt children. It is
okay, fuck you, dude. Fuck off. It should be illegal for you to adopt a child. How about that? I don't want Christians adopting children. Christian love. Yeah, fuck that. Patooey, I say. Patooey. Christian love. Oh, I love my child unless they are born with a penis and wear a tutu. Then I can smack them. Then I can whip them until they take off the tutu. Fuck you. You don't deserve a child. Get out of here.
It is incredibly wrong to put a child in such a morally bankrupt and unnatural situation against their will that will inevitably have negative consequences. But we have yet another example. Many children grew up watching the show Arthur. It follows Arthur Reed
I know this
as he
one.
goes through childhood
This was
life
a very famous
with his
one.
family and friends. Here's a clip in which he and his little friends attend their teacher's gay wedding. I'm starting to spot a theme here. Watch this.
We care for our teacher, and he deserves to be happy.
To be with someone who is nice, kind, fun to be with.
Someone who likes him just the way he is. For all these reasons, we object to this union.
Yeah, would you rather leave your child with a gay couple or a Christian couple? Like, if you had to pick. I'm picking the gay couple. Honestly, I'll pick the gay couple. I'm not even kidding. That's not facetious. That's not sarcastic. That's not anything. I'm literally telling you guys, the only things that I know about these two couples are that one is straight and Christian and the other's gay. I'm leaving them with the gay couple.
The Frenskis, welcome. We're so glad you're here.
especially you. Nigel considers his students to be part of his family. I guess that makes us family too. Ooh.
Yeah. A little weird. They're fucking animals. I can't. What? Oh, the boy, Aardvark here. The very obvious boy Aardvark here. I got news for you guys. Cartoon characters are like when they're furry or like this, right? When they're like weird anthropomorphic, whatever. Look at these two. Look here. Let me spell something out for you guys real quick. This is important. So we got a nice, lovely cishet couple here. Let's ruin this, shall we? Let's ruin this. Ready? Do this real quick. Some of this. Bear with me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's happening? What's happening is I'm doing a terrible job, but you guys are starting to get the idea, right? Like, make this lady bald. Just make her bald. All you gotta do. Boom. Now it just looks like she has green hair. But you guys get the point. Look, if you just make her bald, right? Then she looks just like the fucking husband. Close enough. Close enough. She looks just like the husband! If you squint your eyes, it looks like it. Blue-haired liberals. Yeah, I made her a blue-haired liberal. You can still kind of tell she's a girl because of the outfit, but you guys get the idea. If you made the character bald and then put on masculine clothing, you'd never know the difference. You'd never know the difference. Like, put this character in a dress, boom, instant girl. Instant girl. Okay? I'm just saying.
So the messaging in this episode is particularly appalling. The children can be seen saying that their teacher deserves to marry his gay lover because, quote, he deserves to be happy. In fact, one of the children outright says that...
As opposed to a straight lover, by the way. Like, they always say gay lover because they have to emphasize the sex. Disgusting. What a pervert you are. Every time you see a gay couple, you have to think of how they have sex, how they fuck. Disgusting, man.
If they do not support their teacher in this, then they are, quote, not caring for him. And the students are invited to the event because the teacher considers these small children in his class to be, quote, part of his family. This seems to be a very strange thing. Like I said, I thought that part was a little weird, but
to be fair, I think it was played off as kind of weird. It's not like DW was particularly comfortable. It's just a joke. Look, she's like, my teacher's mom, Like, it's supposed to be a little weird. Who cares?
Oftentimes, it's not the parents who introduce the children to
Why is he watching children's shows by himself to investigate if they're sexually perverted? That's a weird hobby. No, it's totally normal. It's totally normal to sit and watch kids shows. I promise. Which, by the way, if you do that, that's fine. I don't care. But like when you sit down here and like psychoanalyze what they're trying to do to the kids is where it gets weird. You know what I mean? Like I'll even say it's kind of weird to just watch it in general. It's not made for your age category, man. Why are you watching it? You know? That was Francine, not DW. Oh, my bad. I got the female Aardvark characters mixed up. But thank you. Thank you, Queen Laura. I don't mean to be mean. What does he propose people do? Not be gay? Literally, yes. Yes, that is what he would well, you know this, Roman Omen. Come on, you know this. Of course that's what he thinks.
This sinful behavior. It's the teachers. This reinforces a dangerous trend that
Acting
I've
like
seen lately,
the answer is
especially
a
in public
resounding
schools.
yes.
We have hyper-leftist people, usually radicalized
Oh no, the rainbow straps.
women who are going into early childhood education. And they consider it their job to have this abnormally close relationship with their students.
This is going to get teachers killed, by the way. Like, I know it hasn't happened yet. But, well, actually, no. You could argue that it has, because most school shootings are, I think, like 99.99% of them are done by right-wing extremists who believe this shit. So, yeah, teachers have been killed over this.
One in
There you
which
go.
they teach the students about sexual freedom and adult topics, rather than letting the parents do this. 50 years ago, this would have been completely insane.
It's not
to
an
most
adult
Americans,
topic.
Because of course it is.
Gay people existing is not an adult topic. Shut up.
But you see, the sexual revolution has now made it into your child's local kindergarten class. That's how...
What's wrong here? It's a bra. Kids wear bras. What's wrong with this? And also, there's no kids in the background. This isn't for kids. This is not a kids gathering. This is a woman taking her bra off. With a sweater on still, by the way. Oh, sorry, you guys can't see it. It's just a woman taking her bra off. I think. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why this is here.
How radical these people really are. And your small child, who is already incredibly impressionable, will be all the more ready to accept whatever their blue-haired feminist teacher says, because
This person does not have blue hair, and this is literally a mockery of SJW done by a guy who is even more lame somehow than you.
that's what the kids do on all the shows that they watch. And the cycle goes on and on. But here's the real question. Why are these people doing this? And why are they doing it with such passion and effort? Why do they insist on cramming the LGBT agenda into little kiddie shows? What's the point? Well, first of all, and
The point is, it doesn't matter if you're gay. That's the point. Oh, it's fine if a straight couple does it, but suddenly you pop a man in where the woman was, and now it's a problem. That's the point. Dense fuck, man. Just annoying.
Can't stress this enough.
Scum of the earth.
There is a very insidious, dark element to all of this. Many people don't want to
No, there's
acknowledge this,
not.
but I'll tell you straight up.
Unlike Christianity, which reminder, they apparently are allowed to sell their daughters into sex slavery. Nothing dark here. Nothing dark going on here in their holy book, mind you.
Some of these people actually have sexual preferences that would be illegal if they acted on them, if you catch my drift. I mean, think about it.
What?
100
What?
preferences that would be illegal if they acted on them, if you catch
Oh, he's
my
just
drift.
doing the groomer
I mean,
shit.
think about it. 100 years ago, if you insisted on children needing to learn about same-sex unions...
Yeah. Yo, how about you go marry your fucking cousin, okay? Like they did in the good old days. Your 14-year-old cousin that your uncle sells to you, like they do in the Bible. How about that? Go do the biblically accurate thing and get 300 concubines and sexually assault all of them. How about that? Because that's what your book says to do. So fuck off with your book, you disgusting pervert.
And watch two men kiss
How dare
as
you
early
call-
as preschool.
how dare you call
the
other
whole
people
world would have
perverts?
recognized
Sick
what type
freak.
of person wants to do that. Someone who is very dangerous to children. It's someone who clearly has
Yeah.
gross intentions.
Yeah,
Simple
we're
as
the
that.
ones who's
But
dangerous.
the second reason they're doing this is because they know it works better than all the alternatives. 4-year-olds are not convinced by logical arguments or rational conversations. They are won over by stories. Heroes,
They're won
villains,
over by smacking them, right? Because that's a very common no hate like Christian love thing to do, is smack children and beat them into submission. You know, that's a thing that happens. If we're about protecting the children here, I'd like to address that. Let's not address the fact that, like, the Catholic Church has come under fire multiple times, recently even, for countless acts of sexual exploitation of minors. Like, none of it makes any sense. It's not that you're trying to protect kids. It's that you're trying to enforce your disgusting worldview onto everybody. Okay, nobody wants your worldview. If they did, you wouldn't have to make this shit.
narratives, and the pagans know this. That's why they've taken over Hollywood. They know that more
does
people are
exude
going to watch a
Predator
blockbuster movie rather than listen to an expository sermon. So they put their worldview and their preaching, if you will, into their movies and use them to catechize the masses. And they also...
Unlike the Christians, the Christians would never... guys, you don't understand. They would never put any kind of indoctrination into their movies. The Christians don't do that. See, that's not a thing that they do. Certainly.
know that having your child in their public schools for most of their daily life
Yeah, you like
means
saying
that
the
they
pagans.
get to teach your
This
kids
guy's
whatever
funny.
they want. So please, for the love of your children, get them out of public school as fast
Here
as
we
you
go.
possibly can.
Isolate 'em.
Monitor your child's entertainment and don't let them watch this pagan garbage because it is going to hurt them.
Let's
We need to
go.
seek alternatives
Pagan
and create
garbage.
alternatives. Getting
I love
upset
pagan
isn't going to
garbage.
do it by itself. Christians need to start production companies because there is a huge market for this. And if you know of
There
any
you have
good
them.
moral kids TV shows, please let everyone
Christian production companies suck ass at making movies. What's that one? Angel Studios. They made the one about the kid who goes to college and he's like, God is real, and then everybody stood up and clapped and the professor shit himself and left in tears. Like that. Like that's the shit that you guys make. Literal Reddit stories. Like that's your movies.
know in the comments
They suck
section. Let's
ass.
help each other out as a Christian community. And keep in mind that those who manipulate
There's
little
not a huge
children to
market for
sin will be punished severely.
Yeah, great point. If there were a huge market for it, they would already exist, dude. In greater numbers. They do exist. They're out there. I'm not saying they're not, but they would exist in far greater numbers. I'm just saying. Good point. I would really rather we don't use the word pagan, and it was and always is and always will be a derogatory term. So if not pagan, what word should I use? I forget. I'm sorry. I've probably been told this, but I forget. I apologize. I guess it varies from like religion to religion because paganism is like a broad term for any non-Christian, like non-Christian or non-Abrahamic. Okay, gotcha.
On the day of judgment, as Jesus himself said.
I got another one. Whoever causes one of these little ones who believe in me to sin, it would be better for him if a great millstone were hung around his neck and he were thrown into the sea. See, he's not afraid to show that one. That one's fine for kids. That one's fine. That's good and normal. That's fine. Kids can read that. No, that's fine. That's totally fine.
Said in Mark 9:42. So parents, stand strong and defend your children for God's glory. Please pray for this channel and for anyone mentioned in the video. And check out the ministries linked in the description. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, and subscribe to our Rumble
This
channel.
guy's funny.
And these are the amazing people who make this channel possible.
Oh. Take a minute to look at the losers here. Here, let me get rid of the camera. We can look at... Don't harass... You know what? Never mind. We're not going to do
with
that.
their monthly support.
Don't harass any of these... Well, it's just first names. Who gives a shit? Anyway. Yeah, that was funny. This guy's great. I'm tempted to just make a second channel to start subscribing to these morons and keep up with their videos. It'd be fun. Not much more to add to that. Bot names. True. No, worse. White names. 2 Adrians. Here, let's go through it. Allie, Amanda, Amber, Andrea. Oh, God. Ashton has a yellow name. That must be a big donor. Bill, Billy, Bob. Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. Caesar. That's a good one. I like the name Caesar. No Sean. Chris, Christy, Christine, Christopher, Christy, Coat. Ugh, God. Sorry, Chris is out there. It's a very, 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 very common name. David. Deborah. Donald, Donna. Oh, God, Donna's such a white name. Jesus Christ. Emmanuel. Frank. 2 of them. 2 Garys. Surprised there aren't more Georges. Greg, Gregory, Guy. It's the best name. I love the name Guy. It's so simple. Pagan was a Greek term meaning one from a rocky hillside, as opposed to urban, which was meant to be more civilized. Oh, okay. Okay, fair enough. Alec, I need a hug. I'm so sorry to hear that, heathen granny. Giving you virtual hugs. Virtual hugs for Heathen Granny. I know Heathen's a bad one, but unless it's in your name. I posted a clip from Fresh and Fit into the content suggestions, Chan. It sounds like you're saying 4chan. I know what you meant, though. Rare Andrew W. Red pillars are cooked. I don't really like Andrew Wilson.
It's okay to have materialism.
Oh, no. I've seen him fight the red pillars a little bit. I don't know. If we do go over this, it'll be next stream. You guys know I debated him once? It was a long time ago, and I lost. Really bad. Oh, God. Timothy. Jesus. 2 Tracys. That tracks. 2 Williams. That tracks. Susan and Susie. That tracks. Jesus Christ. Big Papa Fascist has terrible views, but he's kind of funny. He is... I gotta hand it to him. The guy's charismatic. He's charismatic as shit. And I do think that he's a likable dude. Like, I don't think that he's, like, I think if you were to meet him in person, he would know how to have fun. That's what I think of Andrew. I think he's a terrible person, but I think that he at least knows how to have fun. That's the impression I get. Why are Fresh and Fit misogynistic? That's a great question. This is just a bingo hall. Yeah. The winner is Tim, and like 10 people stand up. Oh, that's me. That's the name my great-great-granddaddy gave me. Or no, from my great-great-granddaddy. That my daddy gave me from my great-great-granddaddy. Timothy the 17th. Because that's the only name that they can think of. You guys ever think about, like, okay, I am so sorry. I don't want to offend anybody. But, like, it is really lazy to just give your kid the name that you have, I feel like. It's just lazy. Like, think of something else. They're not you. Think of a different name. It's lazy shit. At least do, like, somebody else you know. You know? I don't know. You do not, under any circumstances, have to hand it to Big Papa Fascist. I'm not handing it to him. I'm just stating facts. I think the guy does know how to have fun. And, like, I'm fine with him beefing with the Red Pill guys. You know, like, that's great. I hope that they continue their beef, because at least then he's not beefing with fucking trans people or whatever. I love having a rare name. I also love having a rare name. Alec is a good one. Unless it's honestly a fine name that works. I don't listen. You can do what you want. Obviously, if you want to name your kid after you, fine. But I just think I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Let's just put it that way. It's like naming your kid Tom. Like, I wouldn't name my kid Tom. Like, it's too basic. And I know that no matter what I name my kid, it's going to be something that other people have. It's going to be a name that other people have. But, like, I want it to be kind of unique, you know? I don't know what I'm going to name my kids at all. Katie's probably going to be the one mainly picking the names. Never said I was good at naming people. I just said that there are certain things that kind of throw me off. I named myself after a superhero. There you go. See, that's fine. I named our cat Winry. I feel like that's a pretty good name. I was named after my dad's dead high school buddy. Aw. That's nice. That's got a little bit of a story to it. Numbers like Elon Musk. Did he name his kids Numbers? That's kind of lame. That's too much entropy? I don't understand. Elon's kids have terrible names. Oh no. If I were named by Elon, I wouldn't even give a shit what the name was. I would change it. Just to spite him. I wish the name Kitty wasn't seen as either cat or genitals. Yeah, that kind of sucks. I don't know. Kitty's a fine name. Like cutesy. I think one of Elon's and Grimes' kids have a dragon emoji in the name. I refuse to believe you, just on principle. I can't believe that any self-respecting human being at least, would do that. Now I have to see Elon Musk children names. Oh God. Okay. Elon Musk has 11 children, one of whom died in infancy, with 3 different women. They are Justine Wilson. Not terrible, I guess. Grimes. He named his kid Grimes? I feel like that's such a specific name that, like, you wouldn't want to name your kid that. You know what I mean? Siobhan Zillis. Unique, at least. Nevada Alexander Musk. Why not Xavier? I like the name Xavier. If I had a child, I would name her F prime X, parentheses X, equals limit of H, 0 F, parentheses X plus H, divided by F, parentheses X, H. Function of X. Sorry. 0 function. That I don't know what that math was, but I kind of knew how to read it. Okay. Griffin Musk. I don't like Griffin's fine. I think if it weren't Elon, I would think it's better. Here's the problem. Anything that Elon touches is disgusting. So, like, Griffin, I could see, but the problem is that, like, he named somebody Griffin, and to me, that just sweats Reddit. You know what I mean? Vivian Jenna Wilson, Kai Musk, Saxon Musk, and Damian Musk. What is this? How is this pronounced? X, the unknown variable. I, my elven spelling of I. A12, precursor to... He should be arrested for this. This should be against the... He should serve prison time for this. Like, don't even write it on the birth certificate. Hey, what do you want to name your kid? And then they write it down, you know? And then, like, the doctor looks at the name and he turns... He, like, glances a look at the parent, goes into his office, rings up 911. Yeah, I'm going to need an officer over here immediately. Yeah, it's that. Yeah, it's Elon again. Elon's having another kid. I'm going to need somebody over here. And then they just jail him. This is insane. Oh, wait, no, they changed it. Don't worry. They changed it from X, this symbol, A-12, to X, this weird symbol again, A-Roman numerals for 12. Don't worry, guys. They changed it. It's fine. Does the 2-12 change for the year? Don't ask me. I don't know. Apparently, it changes to Roman numerals. A equals Archangel, my favorite song. Sword. Metal Rat. Oh God. A12 refers to the precursor to SR-17, our favorite aircraft. Okay, I'm moving on. Azure and Strider. Oh God, Strider. Okay. Walker, fine. Hunter, fine. I feel like Strider is like... I don't like that. Like, Walker's fine, but Strider just, like, is pushing the envelope a little too much. It's named after a jet, which is what the kid will do when they grow up and realize what Elon is like. Very nice. Good plan words. Morse code children, yeah. Do you have to do you have to fight Azur and Strider at the same time? Yeah, they're a dual boss, yeah. The newest Souls-like game, Azur and Strider. Like one is hard enough, but both of them together, Jesus Christ. Exodark side rail Musk side rail? Born via surrogate. The parents nicknamed the child Y due to her brother having the moniker X. Hold up. Hold up. They named the girl Y and the boy X? That sounds like some woke commie bullshit to me, brother. I'll have you know that chicks have the X chromosome and dudes have the Y chromosome. How dare you? How dare you? Elon Musk, if that is your real name. Even Elon Musk is a shitty name, but at least it's a real one. Techno Mechanicus. That might be the worst one, actually. That might be the worst. Techno Mechanicus. Consider naming your child after a herb or tree. That's a pretty good idea, actually. Like oak. Oak isn't a bad... That people would think Pokemon, though. Actually, people would think Pokemon if I named my child after any tree. Ash, birch, elm. You can name him Gum, the gum tree. Then they'd think I'm a One Piece fanatic, which I am. Name my kid Gum Gum Rocket. Then every time I'm mad at him, I yell, Gum Gum Rocket! Get down here! And I could feel powerful. Megatron, yeah. Sycamore's not bad. I like the name Sycamore. Cedar, that's a good one. Oh, wait! Is Sam Cedar a professor? Is he a Pokemon professor? Oh my god, this whole time, look at him. Wait. This whole time, look, he's got the build. He's got the, what do you call it? The phrenology. He's a phrenological Pokemon professor, Sam Cedar. Professor Cedar. What's his Pokemon team? Or what's his starters? Like, what starters does he give you? He needs a white coat. He does need a white coat, you're right. But oh my god, he exudes Pokemon Professor energy. What starters does he give you? He gives you the grass type, Weedmotron. No, Weedmotron's the final evolution. Weedly. He gives you the water type. What? I don't know. I feel like I've taken this joke to its limit. But anyway, it's a funny thought. He better give me my damn starter. True. Drowny. I don't think he'd call him Drowny. And the fire type, Bernie. Very good, very creative. We have a very creative community. Okay, I'm gonna go pee again, and then we might do another react. I'll think about it. Okay, I'm back. Somebody added me in Discord. It's just one of my mods. It's my editor, actually. My, at this point, former editor. I really do need to hit up Dubsy again. Get some editing done. He should go over the red pill guy and the person he debated. Oh, Andrew? Okay, I'll go over that. Since you guys want it.
It's okay to have material.
We'll do this and then I think I'll call it quits for the day. I didn't even plan on streaming today, but I've been having a good time. Okay, so apparently Andrew Wilson is in some beef with Fresh and Fit. I knew that he was like not on the best terms with them, but I didn't know that this exists. And chat wants me to watch it, so I'm going to watch it now. I don't have much more to add to that, so here we go.
It's okay to have materialism. It's not against Christian ethics to...
And for those who don't know, Andrew L. Wilson is, he goes by Big Papa Fascist. He's exactly how you think somebody who calls themselves Big Papa Fascist is. So I'll just leave it at that.
Become rich, become wealthy. But I just think it's all beside the point, ultimately. You're trying to go for a single thing, and it's to achieve something greater
than
the person.
Does he have money?
No.
Do you have money?
No, I don't have.
How much money do you have?
I don't
Does he
have money. But here's the thing. Why is money valuable?
Is there a single woman in this audience? There's one. There's two. There's at least two. There are at least two women here.
Do you have money?
Where Andrew W? I hesitate to give it to him on this because he does still like heavily promote like quote unquote traditional Christian values, whatever, and he's very homophobic and transphobic, and I don't like the guy. I will try to say whether or not what he's saying is correct or I agree with it, but he's not a good person.
What is money valuable for?
I'm just asking. Do you have money?
I just said no. I'm broke. I'm a nobody.
No, but really, you are?
Yeah.
Is he really broke?
Yeah.
I just want to know.
I
have
believe
to know.
that.
No, I'm not. I'm not one of these rich guys. I don't have a Bugatti. I don't have a Lambo.
I just really have to know. Like, how much money you got?
Probably $5 in my pocket. Not much more.
See, can anyone answer for the guy?
I mean, if you want to be technical about it, I'm in debt, but then again, everybody's in debt, so I feel like it doesn't count.
Why do they think I'm
spending
kidding?
money.
I have a family. I take care of an entire family. That takes a lot of money.
He's doing all right. Okay.
It's okay.
This is the thing. This is the thing, you guys. If you ain't fit, you can't say it's not all about being in good shape.
Why not?
If you don't have money, you can't say it's not all about money.
Yeah, why
But
not?
if he does have money, he can say that.
Why not? Why can't you say? Why must you have the thing before you hang on? Let me ask the question.
Because hypothetical is hypocritical.
Let me ask the question.
Hypothetical is hypocritical.
How do you even know what I was going to say before I've even been allowed to ask?
Hypothetical is hypocritical. Are they allergic to hypotheticals? Why do they always do this? Anybody who is incapable of like deeper than 1 inch of water thought just is allergic to hypothetical situations. Like they just can't do it. It's fundamentally human to be able to engage with hypotheticals. Guys, I want you to know that. I truly believe that. If you cannot engage in hypotheticals, you like a piece of your humanity is missing and you need to go like explore yourself and find it.
What you're going to say?
Then what was I going to say?
You're going to say why can't you ask the question?
Okay, so that's not what I was going to say. What I was going to say is how in the world can you create a standard that it's inappropriate to ask somebody, how come if I don't have X thing, because I don't value X thing, does that mean X thing is actually valuable?
You've never experienced it, so you can't speak about it.
You think that I haven't experienced?
What? That's stupid. What, you haven't experienced it so you can't speak about it? Okay, you haven't experienced being gay. Go be gay for a while. Then you can speak about it.
Experienced wealth? Even
I
poor
was
people,
asking if you did.
Although, to be fair, he probably has.
Poor people experience days of wealth.
I was asking if you did. I don't know who you are.
But even poor people experience days of wealth. And so the thing is
no, definitely not. Definitely not.
Definitely so.
Even poor people experience days of Yeah, I'd say that's true. My grandpa was a heavy gambling addict, and he would have good days and he would have some not good days. Oh, hold on, I'm gonna heads up. Ah, shit. I need to stop. I just got warned by YouTube. I forgot Fresh and Fit doesn't allow anybody to watch their content. Sorry, guys. Sorry. It's gonna be cut out of the VOD. You're still here? I think it's blocked in some areas. Okay, we should be back. Yeah, Lady Nova, since you're a Euro cuck, you probably didn't get blocked. Trying to think of other suggestions. I don't know if I'm gonna do another react. It's getting late. Let me see what I got. If you have any suggestions, though, leave them in the Discord. I think I do my best work when I'm reacting. Playlists.
Like 10 years ago, this is
Shut
not
up,
possible.
Joe Rogan. Sorry. I always do that. I really should clean out these playlists. They're not like huge or nothing, but they're just videos that like I probably wouldn't, or either I've already watched or I don't want to watch. Melody Mac's a fun one, but yeah, I don't know. I'm getting kind of tired. There was one part during that exchange where Wes Watson says the F slur. I'd okay if it's in that vid though. They just fight over him not being ripped literally, and the buff dude on gear just gets emotional. Yeah, I think I've seen that guy. He got on this other dude for like not being like the dude bro what is it? The Manscape. The Manosphere. The Manosphere space is like really like I feel like them and the religious people are like kind of going at it. You guys know I haven't been on Twitter in weeks and I've never been happier. Like I'm so happy I'm not on Twitter. I only say that because I'm on Twitter at the moment. Looking through my bookmarks. I don't think there's any good ones. Munecat made a short video about the Manosphere. I don't know Munecat. Funny seeing Andrew go against the Red Pillars because they do fight for the same demographic. Oh, absolutely. Although I will say, I think Andrew is more principled in his hatred, so he's not willing to give that up. Like, of all the... Listen, I know that we don't gotta hand it to him. I do think that Andrew is principled in his horrific beliefs. I think that a lot of other people are not. Like... If, like, he's actually sat down and thought through a lot of it and just decided that he's going to be a horrible person. I think that a lot of other people haven't. Like, they're just stupid and they just, like, don't think through their bullshit. You know what I mean? And I think that the Manosphere guys are a lot like that. So, if nothing else, I do think Andrew at least believes the things that he touts. And I only say that as a statement of fact. I don't think that makes him any better. But like, if you're a Manosphere guy and you actually do believe the things that you're saying, at best you haven't sat down to think about them because you have no idea how to communicate it. By short, I mean 3+ hours. Exactly what that is, yeah. Mew Cat is cool, but super long videos. I don't know Mew Cat. I need super long videos for when I'm working. Are there things you can listen to and not watch?
Damn, girl! Did it hurt when you fell from the peak of the Gaussian distribution curve of desirable female traits? Your symmetrical features tell me there's a good statistical chance you don't have a tapeworm. When you walked into the room, I could tell you were ovulating by your gait. At this time of the month, my scent receptors are enhanced.
Oh, God. Okay, this could be I'll subscribe. This could be a new person that I watch while I'm at work. I'm running out of Charlie content. Moist Critical. Which, by the way, I wanted to say something before I go. Moist Critical is one of my favorite YouTubers for multiple reasons. I hate that he likes AI to some extent. Like, he doesn't love it, but he does like some aspects of AI, and I'm just like, come on, dude. But I do think that, like, he is the most normie-pilled, left-leaning person on YouTube right now, and I think that's awesome. Like, he's not a political content creator, but like he's like sitting here watching a video about how the housing market is ruined. You know what I mean?
This Florida skinny house is only 10 feet wide, but it's selling for $619,000. That sounds about right. For $619,000, you get this. Living in the tip of
See,
a
like,
pencil.
it's great that he's talking about this.
That is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. You live in the thing that Indiana Jones almost died in.
Jesus Christ, true. Also, he is suing U.S. immigration, which is fucking amazing. Like, more people need to be like Charlie. I think if I could be... There are some... Like, I don't want to be Charlie, but I wish I could be more like him in the sense that, like, he is seen as, like, a normal... like, a normie, you know, a non-political person. And I kind of envy that. So... Anyway, I think I'm going to get going. I got to pick up dinner. Who should I host? Fembro is live. I don't know Fembro that well.
Anime.
But I do follow Fembro.
Lofi.
Lofi? Yeah, he said he's been watching it since he was a kid.
No way!
Yeah.
That's sick.
Mash reporting.
Watching a Hassan video.
That's totally accurate. I really can't imagine why someone saying that another streamer should
Sleep when you're not waking up again.
would be reported on Twitch. That's just a real travesty, isn't it?
We'll go ahead and we'll raid Fembro. That's fine. Get over there. Let me know if they're cringe. But I subscribe to them, so they're probably fine. I just haven't checked in on them in a long time, so I completely forget who they are. All right. Hold on. Fuck, I gotta look up. Channel ID. Okay. This should work. All right, hopefully I did not just start hosting them, but if I did, sorry. Thank you all so much for being here. Love you all. Hope you all have a great weekend, and I will see you all very soon. Take care, everybody.